Hi, Lily Paw. Hi, sweetheart. Good to see you. Just one moment while I jump into my secondary device. How are you, my friend? How is your Halloween? How are you dressed? What was your costume? Hi, Gemma. Yes. Hi, Diana. Yeah, give me just a minute to do all this little stuff real quick, and I will jump in with everyone. Oops, my phone is weird. Hi, guys. Thank you. Happy Halloween to everyone. Hello, Lillian. Hi, Danielle. Hello, Catherine. Thank you for sharing. Hi, Victoria. All right. I wear that one way too often, girl. You know what I mean? Yes. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. So glad that everyone is here joining me now. Let me just get this situated over here and I will jump in with all of us. I'm almost there. Happy Halloween, friends. Happy Halloween. Hi, Michelle. How you doing, sweetheart? I see you there on YouTube. Good to see you. Lily's a butterfly. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Let me just jump right in here. And I want to make sure I share this into the Vibe Tribe. Boop. There we go. Glad to see everyone today. It's Halloween. And my sound is good. That's great news. My kids were Frankenstein and his wife. How cute. Yes, I am taking donations on this broadcast, but I have a spooky cool lineup for Halloween special. We will most definitely get there. Happy Halloween. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I'm all right, Michelle. I've been sick. I had to cancel all my broadcasts last week because I got some like chest congestion and I took some antibiotics from the doctor and I'm like feeling better, but not like 100% better, but I'm so super excited to be here and be of service for you guys, especially on Halloween. What's up? Yes. Where's Heidi? Exactly, exactly. So I do want to say to you guys, welcome, welcome if you are new to me or new to the page. My name is Heidi Corona. Spirit Speak Psychic Medium Heidi is the name that I go by. But I am a spiritual practitioner in California. And I have a very cool lineup of different options for us today for Halloween. They're scrolling across the bottom. I have a $10, a $20, and a $30 option tonight. And that's for guaranteed. I will be doing readings for free as drawn by spirit in between. Okay. So I plan to be able to read for many tonight. I'm very excited about the energy of tonight. And my options are as follows. The $10 option is a crystal ball and oracle card message, and that is my own oracle deck that I have. Crystal ball and oracle message for $10. And then my second option is a 6 card Halloween spread. The Halloween spread goes into the costume. The first card is your costume, meaning what's going on inside of you, okay? The second card will be your mask. So, what is that you're showing others at this time? The third card is what is haunting you from the past. The fourth card is the rest in peace, how to lay that to rest. Then you'll have a trick, which is a challenge, and a treat, which is a strength right now. So, that 6 card spread is $20. That's your $20 option. And then your $30 option would be a bone casting from I have my bones, runes, and trinkets box, and I do have my chicken feet with me. So the chicken feet will be the circle of my casting circle. Okay, the circle of my that doesn't make sense. Will be the circle for my casting, right? My bone casting, bones, runes, and trinkets, and we will explore the let's see the lights and the more challenging energy patterns depending on how the bones lay and how the runes and trinkets lay. So we will see how that goes. That is your $30 option tonight. So if you're interested in getting on that guaranteed list for one of those options, that's $10, $20, or $30 to either the Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal at Spirit Speaks, the number 2 me. Spirit Speaks to me, and then put donated all in caps with the amount that you donated. And make sure I write your name down because I do not want to skip anybody who has donated for their guaranteed reading on this broadcast. But I do want to say, guys, happy Halloween again. This is an 18 and over broadcast because I cuss and I vape, and sometimes we talk about sensitive things. So I invite you to like and follow my page so you don't miss anything from me, and share this video far and wide so that your 18 and over friends and family and other like-minded individuals may be drawn in here to hear a message of their own, because I do many different styles of readings. I do Zodiac Mondays where everyone gets a reading and a horoscope for their week ahead. So there's a lot going on. Yes, Sandy, you're on my list, darling. Thank you. I already have a list started. Carol is first. Sandy, you'll be second. And then we will see where it goes from there. But I am excited to sit with you. I hope we don't drop the video. Yesterday was weird, right, guys? Yesterday was weird. Oh boy, I can't start yet. Listen. This is what I need to do. I have notes to keep myself on track, and I have not even looked at them at all. That's how organized I am, okay? So I do want to say this, you guys. I want to say that we have had a contest within the Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. If you vibe with me and you're not in my private Facebook group, what in the heck are you thinking, man? That is called the Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. That link is in your description box, and there's more of me for free. We do a card a day, Intuitive Tuesdays, Vibe Tribe only exclusive gatherings and reading events, Vibe Tribe only contest word. So I threw a contest out to my Vibe Tribe over 2 weeks ago. And okay, Gemma, let me add you to the list, darling. Thank you for that. I've got you down. So I threw a contest to the Vibe Tribe over 2 weeks ago to guess what my costume would be on this day. And this is the big reveal. And I do have 2 lucky winners to announce. Now, I know that there is a slight, I don't want to say that there's a cultural barrier, but there can be across, my page and group. The group reaches globally. So some, people had a more challenging time trying to come up with guesses of what I was going to be. But everyone did an excellent job. Everyone did fantastic. And I have 2 people who came up with the correct answer, which is Where's Waldo? And that is Jody Jenkins and Marcy Brooks. And both of you ladies will be awarded a free 30-minute private session with me on Zoom or telephone call, whatever it is that you prefer. But you both did guess correctly, and I do absolutely honor that. There were over 225 guesses on that costume, and you 2 lucky ladies were the ones who got it on the nose. So Where's Waldo is my costume today, and I'm going to tag the girls if I can do that, because I promised I would. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Congrats at Jody and Marcy. Boom. There they go. Yes, Wally. I assumed that, Jody. But here in the US, we say, Where's Waldo? Right? So I was like, she kind of has it. And I know my heart's going to give it to her. But Marcy came up with Where's Waldo as well. So I took both of you guys. I figured that was only fair. Spirit wanted me to sit with both of you. And I'm very excited. And I thank you guys for being, the very important parts of my Vibe Tribe, man. All of you guys duking it out in there with all of your guesses and stuff. That was so exciting. And I so wanted to spill the beans. I wanted to give you hints and clues. I'm so bad about that. But it was a lot of fun, and I'm really excited. And I thank you guys all for being a part of the Vibe Tribe. So if you guys are not in my Vibe Tribe, check it out. You have to agree to the group rules. The group rules are in place to keep you safe. And if you don't agree to the group rules, I won't let you in. That's the only thing, but it's a really cool, safe place to be. If you would like to join my Vibe Tribe feel free to do that. And also, if you would like to book a session, you don't have to win a session with me. You can book a private session. I offer 15-minute, 30-minute, 45-minute, and 1 hour private sessions via Zoom or telephone call. And I also have tarot videos for order. That is very handy for people who have busy schedules, busy lives, or some kind of stage fright. Okay. You don't want to meet with me for an appointment. You can pick your spread, order your spread. I do your video and talk to the camera like I'm talking to you. And then I send that discreetly to your email address, and you can watch it at your leisure again and again if you would like. So all of those options are in my booking link. My booking link is in your description box. Okay. You can feel free to check that out if you'd like, but I will never, ever reach out to you guys. Only scammers do that kind of stuff. Okay. Real, true spiritual practitioners do not have the time of day to tap on your shoulder or ask you to inbox them or any kind of nonsense. Okay. Nobody does that. If you're interested in connecting with me or any other credible professional reader, there are valid avenues to do so, and you should be the one making the move to connect with them. Okay. So my link is in the description box if you would like to connect with me on a deeper level. However, I do a lot of live sessions for free here on Facebook. And I'm also trying to grow my presence on YouTube as well. So I'm including YouTube in the streams. I'm glad people are tuning in as well. That's awesome. So thank you guys for sharing this video, for liking and following my page. That does really help me out because I'm a real person just like you guys, just like anybody else. And this is what I do. So thank you so much for engaging with me and allowing me to be of service for you. I do want to say, what else do I want to say? Thank you for those stars. If you are sending me stars on Facebook, that does help me out. Those all add up. And I receive 1 penny per star, and it helps me to pay for these snazzy graphics that you see on your screen and everything else. So thank you for that, you guys. I do appreciate that. Now, I did mention what our guaranteed options are for tonight. The $10, $20, and $30 options. All of that is also in your description box, along with my donation links as well. So if you want to go ahead and do that, you can get your name added to the guaranteed list. My YouTube page is at Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium. They didn't have room for the Heidi on there. So at Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium. And I'll tell you, if my entire Vibe Tribe subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would have twice the amount of viewers that I have at this time, subscribers. I'm like, Vibe Tribe, where you at? Yo, I know everybody doesn't do YouTube, but you don't understand that is a way that you can help support me just by subscribing, even if you don't do YouTube, right? Hi, Gail. All right, let's get in here with some stuff, man. Again, this is an 18 and over broadcast because I cuss and I vape, and sometimes we talk about sensitive things that children do not need to be present for. It's just part of my process, man. I'm a regular person just like you guys. Look at you, Karma. Congratulations, Miss Thing. Oh, so excited for you. And you get to tune in while you're all resting. Oh, I hope you're getting enough rest. You'll have to let me know how things are going, girl. Good to hear. Congrats, baby. Congrats. Okay, and I do want to say to you guys that I'm aligned with love and light and God. And I'm here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you. And I need to say, yeah, there may be some stigma or spookiness around some of the divination tools that I'm using today, but spookiness or any of that nonsense only goes as far as whomever is using the said tool. Okay. I do want to say that, woo, here I go throwing things. These are my chicken feet. I made these myself, okay? And I made these with love and light and divine inspiration, okay? And they help me in my divination practices, as well as my runes, bones, chicken feet set, my runes and bones and trinkets. I made the set, and I'll tell you, I'm not a chicken killer. I'm not a chicken murderer or anything like this. I moved to a place with a farm that had free range chickens, and I was exploring, and I found that an old building had an old tree had fell and crushed a building, and a chicken had been squashed under that building, and the carcass was almost okay. And I ended up taking those remains and bleaching them and sanitizing them. I had to educate myself on the proper ways to handle that kind of thing because it can be very toxic. You've got to be very safe. But I went through the whole process to sanitize the bones and to make them ready for preparation and to paint them and seal them and lacquer them. And I use them in my divination process. And I still have a living chicken that I love more than anything in the world. Okay. So she doesn't mind that I'm using the chicken bones. I asked her permission first because I kind of felt like it was her sister chicken. And I felt like I needed to do that, but she was fine with it. So I was fine with it. And they were great. So if you guys are interested in that, that would be your $30 option. Yes, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Gail, let me put you down, sweetheart. Thank you for that, Gail. And I will tell you the names on my list here. Forgive me, friends. I told you I've been sick. Still trying to get to feeling better. You know what I mean? Okay, so first will be Carol King, followed by Sandy, then Gemma, then Gail. Those are the people who are on my guaranteed list at this time. But like I said, I will be reading some free cards and other messages in between. Okay. I have the Everyday Witch Tarot that I'm pulling from, my own Oracle deck. And then I've got these Healing Angel cards. I freaking love these cards, and Spirit wanted me to bring these out for us today. These are just quick little messages from your angels that anyone, if you need it, the words will speak to you. You know what I mean? That's how they all work. So let's get with this, guys. Thank you for being here with me. Please like and follow the page. That does help me out. Tap those hearts. That adds positive energy. And at this time, Carol King, I'm going to connect in with your energy, sweetheart. I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only, Carol. Let's get down to business. How you guys like my background? Can you see it well enough? It's like this gorgeous full moon with like this lovely water and these beautiful purple flowers. I'm like, OMG, I have to have this. I have to have this. I freaking love it. What do you think? Carol, 1, 2, 3. I'm not reading reversals here. This is very interesting. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that, guys. That does help me big time. Thank you. Thank you. Super awesome. All right. So, Carol. Oh, and this Halloween spread is not available for purchase on my shop, just so you know. This is an exclusive Halloween spread. So the first card that you have is your costume, right? What's going on inside of you? What kind of an energy you're embodying at this time? You've got the 10 of Cups here showing up for you, which is a wonderful card. This is about emotional fulfillment, okay? Feeling supported, feeling like you have those people in your corner who are important to you. Not a lot of stress. Maybe there's some celebration going on. So on the inside, this is what is your current energy right now. 10 of Cups, not bad at all. Not bad at all, Carol. It looks like you're in a nice period of contentment, satisfaction. Like I just want to tell you, like, embrace this and it will continue. Embrace this and it will multiply and be a very beautiful thing in your life. And I don't mean embrace like hold on for dear life that you strangle the guts out of it. That's not what I mean at all. I just mean like enjoy it and don't allow yourself to have little fears that pull you back and say like, oh no, this is only going to last a little while and then something will mess it up. These are ways that we can kind of self-sabotage without even thinking about it, right? Because we have these little fears that go, don't get too comfortable, things could go a different direction. Don't listen to that stupid voice. Don't listen to that fear. Tell it has no business in your here, now, and today. And enjoy what is, okay? And what is that you feel good, all right? Is that you feel loved and supported and you feel togetherness with people who are important to you. So that is a beautiful energy, beautiful energy. So what is a mask? What are you showing others at this time? Major Arcana card number 20, Judgment. And this lady here is just marching to the beat of her own flute there, the tune of her own instrument, whatever. Judgment is about like not giving a damn what anybody else thinks, because you know your worth, you know you're worthy, and you know what you're about. Okay. So the mask that you're showing others at this time, I feel like you're in control. I'll say this. I feel like your ideas are being received. Okay, maybe your inspirations, your voice is being included. Okay, that's what I feel with this card at this time. Yes, the positive thinking, most definitely, but this is the mask that you're showing to others, meaning I have a standard, bro, and this is what I deserve, this is what I want in my life, this is where I'm at as a person, and you're not going to change my mind or change me. Okay, that's what I see here in this judgment card. Okay, judgment says I know who I am. If you don't know who I am, that's your problem. Okay, that's what I see here with this card. And you know, I got one of these babies with me. Happy Halloween, Rockstar. Okay, Carol, what's haunting you from the past? This is interesting. Seven of Pentacles, okay? Seven of Pentacles is about the hard work that you've put in, the hard work that you've put in that maybe hasn't quite paid off for you, or maybe, this is interesting. I feel like this is what's haunting you from the past is all the effort that you put into other places. You know what I mean? All the effort that you put into other places that maybe they don't even line up with where you're at today. You know what I mean? This is what I feel from this card. What's haunting you from the past is like the time that was wasted, the years that were wasted, the energy, the resources, the emotional, qualities about yourself or in connections, whatever, that was just wasted in your opinion. However, Spirit is saying right now that nothing is ever a waste. Even at the most basic level, any and all experiences are extremely valuable knowledge and data for the great divine source. And when we all expire, which we do as human people, our bodies have a time limit, right? And when we expire and we go back to the other side and we do our life reviews, all that information is right there, absorbed into source energy. And Spirit is saying right now, especially with this card, many, not just Carol, many can say, oh my gosh, I wasted so much of my life, especially if now you're really feeling empowered. Now you really know what you want and you're going for it, and you feel like your best years were behind you or whatever this could be. It's not true. Spirit is saying right now that even the years or the experiences or the energy or the even finances that you feel like you wasted in the past on things that never worked out or didn't work out in your favor, maybe they even bit you in the butt. Okay, Spirit is saying all of those experiences were necessary and valid. And you may not see the quality of that now, okay, but when you are able, some may not see it until their life review, when they do have that higher perspective and they are removed from this dimension and can then understand. Okay, but some can come to that understanding now and realize, you know what, I can let all of those things go. Nothing was wasted. I did at least gain this from that, or this from that, or I learned things about myself. I learned things about other people and how to stay away from them. People like that. Okay, nothing is wasted. Everything that you ever went through made you into the beautiful person that you are today, to exactly enjoy the wonderful life that you are setting out to give yourself now. It's all valuable. Yes, Marcy Brooks, you're a big winner chicken dinner, Miss Thing. Jody Jenkins and Marcy Brooks are the two big winners. You both are going to get a free 30-minute private session with me via Zoom or telephone call. So if you would like to message my page after this broadcast to claim your prize so that we can coordinate and schedule that, I thank you guys all for playing along. It was a lot of fun. You did great. Okay, so Carol, this whole what's haunting you from the past, all the waste of time and effort, etc., or things that like that missed opportunities. Okay. So, how to lay that to rest? Ace of Pentacles. Remember that your power is right here now and in your hand. Okay. Just like this Ace of Pentacles, he has it in his hand. This is where my power is at. And this is where I get to decide how to grow, how to move, where to put my attention and my focus. And I'll tell you what, I have learned. I have learned. Have you not learned, Miss Thing? Spirit is saying right now that you have learned from your past that you will not make those same kinds of mistakes and you will no longer allow other people to dictate the use of your time. Okay, that's huge. That's huge. How you spend your time, effort, and energy is pretty much your life. Okay, and when you're flying on the whims of other people or whatever, you have that kind of, I just want to say, some kind of an unhealthy relationship for many number of years, and you're all wrapped up in that. There's no room for personal discovery and growth and spirituality and that kind of thing. You're just making it through whatever that is, trying to get to the next day. And now you know, I will never get wrapped up in someone so toxic again. I will never allow myself to run circles in the name of even someone that I love dearly, because I have a life that I've created for myself, and that holds great value, and potential. The potential is in your hand. Whew. So, what is the trick or the challenge? Five of Pentacles, Miss Thing, feeling left out and unsupported. That's interesting because you're feeling, you know, pretty good. You know, at this time, you've had a good day, you even said, but this challenge could be something that keeps kind of popping up here and there. And people aren't necessarily giving the support in the ways that you might need it. Like when you go to an appointment and then you come back from the appointment and then nobody says, "How was the appointment?" Those kinds of ways in which we can feel like no one gives a shit. That's the trick. That's the challenge here, is speaking up if you would like for them to care. Okay, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to say here, Spirit is trying to give me the information for you, Carol, that if you would like to share how your appointment went, if I'm just giving you a vague example here, general, take this as it resonates. Okay, if that's the expectation that is not being met, but the other party has no idea what's being expected of them, can you see how this is setting you up for a pitfall here and them? Okay, so Spirit is saying if you want them to care about how it went, start telling them. Start telling them how it went, and it'll occur to them to think about how it went. Okay, that may not be something that's completely active in their brain at this time. At the front of their brain, they got other things going on, whatever. Okay, but Spirit is saying to tell them and to also ask questions of them about their kinds of experiences, which I feel like you probably already do, but that sets a tone for engagement. I feel like you're speaking to people who aren't great communicators. Okay. And you've got to teach them how to communicate with you by stimulating that healthy engagement of conversation, even about doctor's appointments or grocery store or whatever, news. Who knows what you're talking about? How's your day, etc. If you want people to ask you how your day was, start asking them how theirs was. And then that will begin to start a pattern of curiosity around how people's day were whatever, and that'll be a new pattern in the house or in the connection or in the family or at work or wherever this is for you, Carol, and others. I feel others here as well. So let's just say that is a trick, that is a challenge. Now the treat here, the strength, this is hilarious. Five of Wands. Thank you. Thank you, Gina. Yeah, Five of Wands is the strength, which is interesting to me, okay? Because the Five of Wands is about like struggle, strife, arguments, okay? Check this. I love this depiction. There's five witches there, okay, with one cauldron, all right? And they try to put in whatever they want to make their, magic potion or whatever, but they can't really agree, and they're all tossing in whatever mishmash, and it's not going to make a very good product, right? It's going to end up going kablooey or whatever. Even their cats are arguing. Five of Wands. So I'm like, how in the heck is this a strength? Carol, you either rise above this You rise above this kind of nonsense, this kind of disagreement, this kind of petty back and forth argument, this, that. You abstain from this kind of thing. But I also feel I've got to give you the other thing I feel on this is that you're really good at it. I'll just say this. When you get drawn in, you can say the damn thing that really puts it in their place. Okay. Spirit is telling me right now, like, you're clever. You're clever and you're quick with your words, and you can get in there and argue and just smack them down if you wanted to, Carol. So that is also a strength for you. Okay. So I can feel how sometimes you can abstain and sometimes you can put the smack down on the house with your words. Okay. But Spirit is saying that there is a process in between this and that where you can kind of formulate your words a little bit inside of you before they come out. And that's where your strength is at, girl. Like that is where your strength is at. They're telling me right now it takes you a lot. Like you got to get really mad to say the truth. You know, I'm not saying that you fib, but I'm saying you might hold some things back. Okay. You might hold some things back and then like when you're really mad, oh guess what, this is how I really feel, blah 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 blah, and I doubt it's that calm. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's sparks and fireworks and everything else going on, because I feel like, Carol, it takes you a lot to get really upset, but when you do, a whole heck of a lot of truths come out. And what Spirit wants me to tell you right now is that you don't have to wait until you're mad to share those truths within yourself. It feels like you do, right? Like some of those things that you may keep back or hold in or whatever, like it feels like, oh no, I wouldn't say those things. I just wouldn't say those things. I'll be fine. I'm just going to hold it back. I'm going to forget about it. And then, things pile on top of other things. You know what I mean? And pretty soon, like, you know what? I'm telling you about every darn thing, all these feelings that I had that I said I was just never going to mention. And now you can have all of them. And Spirit is saying it doesn't have to get to that explosive point before you make that point. Okay, you can have a conversation. However, some circumstances I can see they're filling me in right now. Okay, let me see what you're saying. Oh yeah, I did that last night and that argument stopped real quick. Yes, I need to get really pissed and that happened that night. Wow, last night. Wow. Okay, yeah, they're telling me right now that sometimes that is the necessary trigger for things to be laid out there, okay? Because you're in that uncomfortable corner otherwise, right? You know what I mean? You're in the uncomfortable corner. Things are just getting more tense and you're feeling more pinched in. And pretty soon, like, you got to scream, you got to do something. It gets so bad, it's intolerable, and you've got to address the problem. That's one of our gravest mistakes here, is that we wait until issues in our life are humongous before we decide to resolve them in some way. But we usually know that this is building, that something's not quite right. And we hope that it'll, work itself out, or it, will improve somehow, or it won't become such a big deal. Maybe if I ignore it, it won't really bother the rest of us, and that is such a big mistake that we can make here in this dimension. Those are the lessons, friends. When we speak about lessons and spiritual growth, those are the kinds of lessons that we are talking about in our real life. When things don't feel right to you, but you keep engaging, you keep doing it anyway. Got to start listening to your inner knowing. So, Carol, yeah, this is the whole thing on that. I love your reading for you, and I just want to tell you, wow, look at this. This card wanted to fall for you. Look what it is. This is for you, Carol. Queen of Swords. This is a whole different deck. Queen of Swords. This is your card, mama, and you know what that's about. What I want to tell you about this whole thing last night, because that seemed to be what we were talking about a little bit. Okay, but you do have some stuff going on. I love that 10 of Cups energy that you are still carrying, even though you've been dealing with some bullshit last night, right? Good for you, girl. That judgment. I won't lower myself to that kind of nonsense. I won't lower myself to this bullshit. You put the smack down with your words, and Spirit supports you on that, Carol. Spirit says sometimes things have to get heightened and intensely emotionally charged, okay, in order for the correct responses to go on, so that healing and growth can be implemented, okay, on all sides there, all sides. And you know that you want things to move in a healing and growing direction. These kinds of instances are kind of pushing it there, okay? So Stand your ground, girl. That judgment means stand your ground and do not let those kinds of things pull you back down from all the great stuff you have going on in other areas of your life. Hello, friends. Thank you for being here. Thank you for those stars. You are awesome. So that was for Carol, Miss Carol. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you. And I'm going to just scan the feed here. I wonder if I can see it here. Yes, I can. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, my chicken feet bone casting. I have on this side, you can't see it, but I have a large box with my runes, bones, and chicken feet in it. And I take a handful of those, and that's your reading. I toss them down here and I read the runes, bones, and trinkets, and it is your spread and your reading. So that would be the $30 option. Carol just had the $20 option. And the $10 option is a crystal ball and oracle message, but I will be doing random readings as drawn by spirit in between. And I would like to jump in with somebody else very quickly. Let's see here. Thank you guys for being here with me. Happy Halloween, friends. Happy Halloween. Tammy, are you here? Tammy Jansen Mowland. Tammy Jansen Mowland. Tammy, Spirit would like for me to just connect in with you for a minute. I want you to know that you have past loved ones around you on this day. Okay? Tammy, I want you to know that. And I hope you're here on the replay. If you're not still here, I hope you're here on the replay because you're here, darling. Great, great. You have past loved ones around you and they're offering me some kind of a flower and it feels like a buttercup. I don't know, but I just want to give that over to you that they just really want to pop in on this day, although I wasn't planning to do any mediumship, to send their love to you. And they're letting me know that maybe you've been feeling a bit overwhelmed lately and that they are fully supporting you. In fact, I feel them behind you kind of trying to nudge you forward a little bit because I feel you might be a little bit apprehensive to move forward in some ways. However, they're letting you know that it's almost like you've got their hands and they walk beside you and they nudge you from behind, your past loved ones in spirit who support you so greatly as you move forward at this time. Okay, so I'm going to get you one of these these healing angel cards. Tammy. I feel like it is. I'm not sure if you are having some kind of an issue with I feel some sensations in my lower abdomen here. And if it's not a physical sensation of yours, this could have to do with your children, potentially your partner's children, if that's the case. Maybe some fears or worries around that kind of a thing. I've got a card for you, sweetie. And I do want you to know that that your past loved ones and the angels are looking over everything that you have going on right now. Thank you, sweetie. So your card is Archangel Gabriel. You will soon receive some positive news. The channels for clear and honest communication are now open. Keep an open heart and speak your truth lovingly without fear. Tammy Jansen Mallon, that is for you. And Archangel Gabriel is excellent with helping with the communication between you and other loved ones as well, especially if someone is feeling stuck. Okay, sometimes it takes you putting your heads together and your hearts together to kind of move things around so that you or others don't feel so stuck or isolated or bound by some kind of circumstances. Okay, Tammy, sending love to you, darling, from your past loved ones and from spirit and from me. Thank you for letting me read for you, Tammy. And thank you for those stars, honey. Karma, I see your donation. Let me get you on this list. Perfect, perfect, dear. Thank you. Sandy Baird, it's your turn. Sandy, Sandy. Sandy. All right, let's wait for a minute. Sandy would like a crystal ball and oracle message. Let's see. And thank you. These are Waldo's glasses. I thought for a minute, I should just wear my own glasses. Why not? No one will probably even notice. But then I thought, I'll notice. So I put the contacts in and I'm wearing Waldo's glasses. Sandy, Sandy, connecting in with you, darling, for Sandy's crystal ball and oracle message, spirit. Ooh, Sandy. Oh, I feel like something is on your mind lately. Okay. Okay, Sandy. I'm going to gaze into my crystal ball. But I do feel already some sensations in my body that are a message for you, honey. Um, okay. And I'm seeing something here in my crystal ball for you as well. I'm feeling some grounding is very necessary, Sandy, at this time. As I look into the crystal ball, I see what I see is kind of Metatron's Merkaba. I don't know if you know what that is. Okay, so our energy patterns. Okay, our auric field, our bodies, and all the things are made up of energy. Okay, and our auric field is an energetic field. Okay, so there are certain hemispheres of our auric fields as people. This is the way the auras function. Certain hemispheres that. Oh, you're welcome, Tammy. Thank you. Certain hemispheres, Sandy, that are in the body, and they spin opposite each other. Okay, they spin opposite each other. This is what I'm seeing in the crystal ball here. And then I'm also here in my headspace with you. I feel like your third eye is hit and miss with you. Okay, I'll just put it like that. I feel like you have spurts of it feeling very open and clear, and then times when it doesn't. And Spirit is telling me that mindfulness will really help you. Um, oh no, Wanda, you poor thing. So sorry to hear that, darling. I will add you to my prayer list, Wanda. Oh my goodness. Sandy, I don't want to lose this for you. Mindfulness, watching those thoughts. I feel like those spurts of activity that you're having with your third eye, okay? Being more mindful of the thoughts, especially lower vibe or negative thoughts, okay? Those kinds of thoughts that just creep into all of us because we're all real human people, okay? Those thoughts that creep in, Spirit is suggesting that you visualize that your mind is like a river, okay? And you just allow that thought to be like a canoe, just going right down that river and leaving your space. Okay. You don't have to hold on to it. You don't have to anchor it or follow it anywhere. Okay. You can let those negative thoughts just keep on going right down that river. Okay. That flow. This is going to help you release some control around your mind in a very positive and strengthening way, Sandy. Those hemispheres. Okay. This is a big message. Sandy, let's talk about this. They want me to, and if anybody else would like to, sorry, I kicked my thing. If anybody else would like to, use this or implement something like this would obviously help. This would absolutely help you as well. Okay. So the hemispheres of the body, what I'm talking about is Metatron's Merkaba. Okay. The hemispheres of the body. There are two pyramids. Okay. Two hemispheres. What I mean is two halves, right? Hemisphere. One's an upper and one's a lower. Okay. We'll get there. So the first hemisphere, it's an upside down pyramid and the base starts at the shoulders. Okay. So imagine the pyramid is upside down and the big part is here and it goes down into the earth. Okay. And that one spins one direction. Okay. Now the other part of the hemisphere is an upright pyramid. And that base sits at your hips, okay? And it goes up above your head, the point does. And that one spins in an opposite direction, okay? And these are the masculine and feminine hemispheres of your energetic field. Okay, so Spirit is suggesting to you, Sandy, and anyone else who would like to do this, to become familiar with these kinds of energies and moving them within yourself, within your quiet time, your meditation space, spinning the hemispheres and allowing them to release any stagnant patterns will most definitely benefit you. I can already feel this happening as I'm doing this and I'm spinning one of them. Okay, but then when you go to spin the other things are going to happen, more alignment, more attunement, physical healing. Okay, get comfortable with this. Now, when you can spin them both at the same time, I don't even think I can do my hands like that, but when you can spin them both at the same time in their opposite directions and hold that space, you are completely in tune with the energy field of Spirit, of what it is that you're trying to achieve, what it is that you are doing. This is what they really want for you, is to master that technique, Sandy, so that you can sit in that high vibe energy and heal your body, heal yourself, heal your life. Okay, it starts with this and doing this regularly. And you can call upon Archangel Metatron if you would like help with this. Okay, I got you a couple of cards, sweetheart. Have you been having headaches? I feel like this weird third eye thing for you, like third eye and crown. Like I feel pain here and a little bit up the top of my head. So it makes me wonder, like I just want to take this out. You know what I mean? Of you and of your energetic field, whatever this block, this clog, this stumble, this hiccup, whatever this sticky, it's like shooting pains or something that I feel. It's very odd. So if you're feeling this kind of thing and you happen to need to go to the doctor, please do that, because I am not a medical doctor of anything at all. I'm not even a real Where's Waldo. Okay. Sandy, this is a Numite wand, Numite, Nuumite, and dizziness. You poor thing. That's why I'm telling you this, Sandy. Numite has excellent healing properties. Okay. Nuumite, Numite, excellent healing properties. Your spirit team is suggesting that you get you a piece of this. You don't have to get a wand, but you can if you want to, but you can just get you a little piece of it to hold between your palms as you're spinning those hemispheres, okay, to encourage this more balance, this balance of your energy, the attunement of your energy, because I can see how you're having issues with that. Now, the cards that fell for you, two of them, work face, hello, fake it till you make it, girl. Even if you don't think you know what you're doing, expect results and continue, even if you haven't seen the results yet. What they want me to tell you about that is, as you begin to work in energy patterns, okay, you may not feel it right away. It took quite some time to begin feeling poor, right? You know, and have ill health in some way, okay, to have a backache, okay? It took some time before that back started hurting. So when you sit in the practice of energy healing and energy management in that kind of a way, you've got to make sure you drink plenty of water to help the energy cycle through. Make sure you move your body a lot, not a lot, but you know, get in some movement to help with that also. And make sure that you are, oh gosh, what was the last thing? I'm sorry. Giving it time. Giving him that time to work, okay? Giving it that time. Wake up tomorrow and notice how you feel, but do it anyway. You know, spin those hemispheres again. Oh, you do? You've got a singing bowl. I was just thinking about a singing bowl earlier, Catherine. That is such a synchronicity for me. So this is what I want to say to you now, Sandy, is give it time. This is work face means kind of like fake it till you make it, if you will, something like that. I feel like with this whole energy management thing, I feel like you are stepping into something like that for yourself and or others, probably pets too as well. And it's important to have that faith, to continue the consistent practice, to believe that you will see results, and then to note when you do see them. Okay, and like I said, like Spirit said, it took time to get to a certain place. It's going to take time to get to wellness. Okay, I don't know where you're at in that spectrum, but I feel like you are a healer, Sandy, in a very big way. And some of the ailments that you find yourself with are things that that you've picked up from other people that are in your experience. Okay. They may not even be rooted firmly with you. And doing this little energy management thing with the hemispheres, with Archangel Metatron, with your spirit team, doing this could help you to shake a lot of that off so that you don't feel encumbered by other people's nonsense when you don't even know it's not your own. And this card, God's glove. Don't you dare forget that all of the love that you want to give to others when you're in your finest moods, okay, when you feel loving and giving and you just could squeeze a baby, you deserve that kind of love all the time. You deserve that kind of love all the time. And God, spirit, source, creator, universe, higher power, higher self wants you to have just that from all connections and in all ways. But it starts with you. Okay, Sandy, it starts with you loving yourself to the standard that you deserve, and others will follow. All right. That's what I have for you, Sandy. Thank you for letting me read for you today, sweetheart. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you. Beautiful energy, beautiful reading. And welcome, friends. If you're new to me or new to my page, please like and follow the page and share this video if you're able to do that. Happy Halloween. Thank you all for being here. Let's see. Everyone has the divine feminine and divine masculine hemispheres of energy. That's why I explained it to the group so that anyone can use it. And it does help. And it takes technique and focus, right? To do that with your energetic field. You close your eyes, you notice it moving, you know where it's approximately at in shape, and you allow that to happen. Once you have a good foothold on that one, then you switch to the other one and allow that one to happen. And once you have a good grasp on that, you try to bring them both in, right? There goes my hands. Thank you, Spirit. And you put them in opposite directions and you hold that beautiful space, and it illuminates all of the chakras in the tower in the column of your tower there. And it's a beautiful, if you can hold that energetic space for a while, as long as it's comfortable, it's a very high vibe practice. High vibe and healing. You're welcome, Sandy. Sending love to you, girl. Okay. Wanda Harris. Yes, ma'am. I do have a guaranteed list, but I'm doing random readings in between the guaranteed. So Wanda Harris. Wanda Harris, I'm going to connect in with you, sweetheart. You broke your leg. Oh, my goodness. And had to have surgery. You poor thing. All right, Wanda. Well, you know that I have your husband wanting to step forward in the spirit world. And he's wanting to do something with your hair, honey. So this is interesting. I think he's wanting to wash your hair. I believe this is, I was not intending to do any kind of mediumship readings tonight, but hey, the veil is thin and here we are. And your husband is in spirit and he loves you very, very much. And he really has you like sitting in a salon chair, leaned back, and he's like going to do your hair for you. So I wonder, honey, has this been a struggle lately? Maybe since you've been laid up, you've had an issue with your hair or not being able to maintain that or whatnot, because he wants to fiddle with it. He wants to fiddle with it. And he wants to tell you that you're going to be okay. You'll be up vacuuming in no time. He's so funny. Yes, he would have washed your hair. Oh, yes, it's been a problem. Yeah, he said he would do that for you and you know it. He would do that. He would help you and you know it. But he says you'll be up vacuuming in no time. Don't you worry. But you had better rest up. And he wants to pat your knee. He sits, he tells me, right, okay, listen, girl. Okay, he shows me your living room. Like you have two chairs, your chair and his chair. All right. And he shows me your living room. Like you have your chair and he had his chair, right? He tells me he pats your knee. Like when he gets up from his chair, he pats your knee. Now he still does this. He still pats your knee. He pats your leg. Do you feel that? Pay attention to that, Wanda. Notice when you feel those little, it's like two, doop, doop. I feel a little doop, doop, a pat on the knee, a pat on the hand, a pat on the somewhere, on the fanny, who knows? No, you don't feel it. Pay attention from now forward, sweetheart. He shows me this. He shows me this. Like in passing, he pats you. He pats your hand. He pats your knee. When you're sitting stationary, immobile, okay? When you're just watching TV or having dinner or some kind of thing, pay attention to this. Good. Oh. Okay. I want to give you this, Wanda. I don't know what you mean. The vacuum? Did he always run the vacuum? Is that why it's a thing? Is that what you're saying? He would vacuum. Okay, peacock feathers fell for you. Okay, this is your husband's way. Oh, he would always rub it. Oh, rub your hand, rub your leg, those kinds of things. Gotcha. This card is from your husband, Wanda. And peacock feathers indicates that he wishes that he could tell you all the things that he wants, that he wanted to say, okay? Like now he wishes that you could hear him, that you could hear him say how much he loves you, how beautiful you are, how strong you are and capable you are to keep going and doing all the things that you are still doing. What a tough and brave woman you are. How much he misses you. How you changed his life. You changed his life. You made his life. You made it what it was. The two of you were a team. And you can still go on for the both of you. He's rooting for you. He's rooting for you. You are the other half of his team. And he's rooting for you to go to the big, the go big or go home. Go big, he's saying. Climb mountains, do big things. Don't think small, think grand. Make life beautiful for you now, and that might look different than what it looked like when you guys were together. That's okay. You don't have to stick to your guys' old plans or your guys' old life or your guys' old schedule. He loves watching you grow. He loves watching you unfold. He loves watching you pick what you want on TV. It's your time now. It's your time now. And you are beautiful and wise and loving and have so much to give the world. And he wants to say, no, they're not all takers. No, they're not all just going to take from you and use you up. It's not like that. It's okay. You know who your people are. You know who matters. You know who's important. Still, so those same people. Those same people. And I know his name, Sam, he's saying. He's talking about Sam as well. I'm going to get you one of these angel cards, Wanda. Wanda, the card is trust. All will work out well. We, your angels, and your husband, you know this, are here to nurture, protect, and heal you. Trust in the healing power of our love. We love you more than you will ever know. Beautiful card and message, Wanda, you sweetheart. Thank you for letting me read for you and connect for you today. And your husband loves you so much. And he's wanting to mention some kind of an anniversary or some kind of an upcoming celebration. Like, you've got to say it. Don't forget to say the upcoming milestone. And I'm going to leave all of his love with you, sweet Wanda. Thank you for letting me read for you. Catherine. Oh, I knocked my selenite on the floor. Catherine, let me add you to the list, darling. Just a moment. Thank you for your donation. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Nope, don't do that. All right. Gemma Ball is next. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for sharing this video far and wide. Sharing is caring, guys. You guys know more people than I do, and that does really help me out. Gemma Ball. All right, Gemma. Let's see here what Where's Waldo has for you. No worries. I got it. Thank you. Thank you, Gina, for helping this flow more smoothly. Gina Wright is my moderator, friends, and she always helps everything flow more smoothly. Sometimes she reminds me that I have live events. Sometimes Gina keeps me on schedule more than she's aware. I'll tell you what. So thank you, Gina, for everything that you do. We love you. We love you. Gemma, crystal ball and oracle message for Gemma Ball, please, Spirit. Interesting, Gemma. So, Gemma, in the crystal ball, I am seeing some interesting imagery here. Like, those bull, like a bull or a cow skull, with the horns, but it's like the skull. Some people like mount them on the wall or something. I see something like that, and I'm like, Spirit, what does this have to do with? And for me, that represents like things of the past, things that need to be let go of, or maybe things that were let go of. Leaving those, letting those things go, leaving those things to lie. Okay, that's what I feel here, Gemma. And the card that fell for you, look, okay, I'm going to give you the bottom here as well. See, the card that fell for you is Sneaky Shady. All right. So I saw that like bull head, right? Bull skull. I'll just tell you, I feel like that could represent a person in your life, a connection in your life, maybe some things of the past that may not be quite on the up and up. Okay. They might even be of your now. I'll just say this right now. Sneaky Shady. Okay. If you can connect the dot of who that person is or who those people are in your life that maybe aren't so good for you, that maybe are holding you back a little bit from expansion, from growth, then I would definitely say like, hey, validation for you if you already kind of had a feeling about something. Okay, that tombstone, I feel like I keep getting the word tombstone, but it feels like something that needs to be put in the past, or something that is in the past and needs to be left there. Okay, Gemma, that's really what I feel here with this. This Sneaky Shady. This is sticky energy. All right, Sneaky Shady energy is about somebody who holds all the cards, and they do so on purpose. They don't want you to see what's really going on behind here, so they cast a real pretty shadow to really get you drawn in, and you think that's all there is, but you don't know what's really going on behind there. Okay, so this is what I want to say to you. As long as you are entertaining Sneaky Shady energy patterns, you will continue to see that kind of evidence in your outer environment. Okay? When you decide to clean up the Sneaky Shady energy patterns of your life and of yourself even, then that will clean up those things in your outer reality as well. Okay, you'll detach, disentangle, whatever. I do feel like some of this is past stuff, but Sneaky Shady can indicate secrets. All right, and some of our secrets don't need to be told to everybody. Okay, so that's a whole other thing for you as well, Gemma. Let's just talk about this right now. Okay, Spirit wants me to tell you this. If you're feeling sneaky and shady because you're withholding certain information from, I don't know, someone who's hella nosy and thinks they need to know all your business. Spirit says you've got to come to terms with maybe you're not doing anything wrong. When we feel like we're doing something wrong, that adds a layer of stickiness to the energy patterns of our life. But if you know that you're not really doing anything wrong by not divulging your own personal information to somebody who you don't have to anyway, right? Um, don't let yourself hold a layer of guilt. Things were distant with the man I'm dating, but things are good again. But there's a girlfriend who's very shady and lies a lot. All right. So check it out. Just like I said, as long as you're entertaining any sneaky, shady energy patterns in your life, i.e., via connection with somebody, then you're open to connections that are sneaky and shady. All right. So, Spirit is saying to you, like, if you want a life without this kind of shit, sometimes you've got to back away from anything that looks like it. Smells like it, acts like it, anything like that, right? And if you already know this about her, like, sometimes like loyalty or whatever, maybe she lives next door and you guys have to talk. Who knows what this could be, but whatever. This is what I want to give to you, Gemma. All right. It was also on the bottom of the deck. I would give it to you. Um, and I really feel that skull, that cow skull with the horns that I was seeing, this is like that relationship. I know you said things are distant. Oh, they were distant, but they're good again. Ooh, okay. Well, listen, this is what I want to say to you. Spirit wants you to have more than just in life, right? If I said, hey, how'd you like that movie? I'm not going to waste my money and go see that movie, right? So Spirit wants you to have more than just in your day-to-day, in your relationships, in your romance, in your life, in your job even. Okay, so Gemma, I feel like you are spiritually growing. Okay, your vibration is slowly but steadily rising. You're getting more stable, higher set points. Okay, I feel this with your energy here, and it's about distancing and removing anything that feels funny or anything that's not in alignment with who you are, that feels like not good, sticky energy, and recognizing more so than that. Oh, thank you, Catherine. All right. Recognizing more so than that, if it doesn't bring me joy, maybe it's not worth my time. If it doesn't light me up, maybe it's not worth my time. She makes snide comments all the time and I feel drained after being around her. Absolutely not worth your time. Right? So, Gemma, you are your own person and you can choose to do whatever in the heck you want to do. But Spirit is suggesting that if something is, not fulfilling to you, that maybe you should not spend as much time, effort, or energy in those areas. Okay. That's what I have for you. And Catherine, that's pretty awesome of you. And Sissy Toshmeyer, she liked your comment, and I'm going to give it to her because she liked your comment, and that was cool. Gemma, that is what I have for you, honey. Thank you for letting me read for you, darling. I'm going to disconnect from you. And hello, everyone who's here with me. Welcome, welcome, friends. Glad to have you here with me. I am doing free readings in between the guaranteed readings. If you want to get on that guaranteed list, you can read the ticker. It'll tell you everything you need to know. Yeah, that can be a bit boring, right? I want to say, look, I already shuffled it in. Oh, well. You're hilarious. You're welcome. You're welcome, Gemma. Let's see. How fun. You're carving pumpkins. Good for you. Fat Black Lion. Fat Black Lion. I'm going to read for you. Spirit wants me to read for you. This is interesting. So, this is interesting. Now, as I'm connecting in with your energy, I feel some heaviness on my heart. And in my mind's eye, I'm seeing like a piano, like a grand piano. And I wonder if you play or played, or if you have a past loved one in spirit who was fond of the piano, because my heart feels a little bit heavy as I'm connecting. And then I see this and I'm like, the veil is thin at this time, and they like to be tapping in on these readings here. So I don't want to, um, misconstrue the message here. I do feel like I want to say to you, Feb, regardless, that music to me is an instant way to raise my vibration. And for many, many people, music can lift you up and, help you move through emotions and all kinds of different things. And as far as the piano, like if a person were to play, right? Um and really have that passion and inspiration, they could be in the flow of spirit. And then when they don't play, there's that, I don't know. I feel that gap, that despondency, that mourning. Okay. So this is what I want to say to you, Feb. I feel like it's important to take a look at your day, at your schedule, and incorporate things that really boost you up. Okay. Even if they don't pay a dime or a dollar, even if it doesn't seem to make sense to anyone else, it's important to do things that you like to do, to make sure that you're feeding your soul. Okay. You're feeding your soul just for the sake of, this is something I enjoy. Okay. I can feel how life can get so demanding and structured, and we have all these different, really adult things going on. But it's very important to allow yourself your own me time, and allow yourself to relax during that me time, and allow yourself to, put your feet up and watch your favorite show, and whatever it is for you to really unwind. Okay. Because I do feel that some patterns here could stand to be smoothed out. And it's going to start with you and choosing how you can fill your soul and give back to yourself throughout your day while you're spending your time being the responsible adult person that you are. Okay. By plugging in maybe music that really you like, right? Plugging in that kind of thing, reading books on your break time that you enjoy, whatever it is for you, going out into the sunshine. Sunshine is huge for shifting energy around. You absorb the rays of the sun and allow it to boost and invigorate you. Okay. I really feel it's important to shake your schedule a little bit and give back to yourself a little bit at this time, Feb. I'm going to go ahead and get you one of these angel cards. I'll shuffle them. Ooh. Interesting. That's not your card. It's like the tag card. It's not a real card. That's the one that fell for you. Fep, what's going on here? Take that one. Ooh, mindfulness. Hold on, let me fix these now. Fep, your card is mindfulness. Be mindful of another's feelings and needs. Someone needs your love right now. A loving thought is all it takes. That someone could be you, but it could be somebody else as well, Feb. And I just want to say really quickly that when we're feeling blue or down or tired, right, we can get grouchy and irritable and not quite our best selves to be kind and loving to people in our lives, right? And we go to work and we've got to put on that face and be courteous to people at work. Okay, we've got to do those things because and hey, that's our job. We get paid there, but we come home to our families or to our friends or to our pets, and we have that I'm grouchy or whatever. And sometimes our folks can get that backlash when we just don't feel good. So it's important to boost yourself up. get yourself to be feeling a little bit better. Giving yourself that break to do what you like to do will make you come reemerge feeling so much better, and you'll be able to deal with the rest of the world because your inner needs have been met. Okay, again, mindfulness. Be mindful of another's feelings, yours and others, because sometimes we can lash out when we're not feeling our best. And other people, the closest people, most important people to us, are usually the ones who get it. So, Fep, that's what I have for you. Thank you for letting me read for you. And I see I've got some folks who have donated. I will write your names down. Thank you. Thank you. Just one moment. Amanda on YouTube, where did you donate at? What platform? Diana, I got you down here, darling. Thank you. Let's see. Can you let me know, Amanda, Cash App, and how much did you donate, sweetheart? You're welcome, Feb. Thank you for the validation. You know, sometimes just bringing this kind of stuff to our attention, we can be more mindful of it. Like your card said, mindful, man, just being mindful of being your best, you know, because you know that you don't want to take nothing out on other people unless you do. And in which case, you can be mindful and aware about that, right? Okay. Still sick. All right. I still have a list. This is my list, but I need to use the restroom. Just going to tell you, I need to use the restroom, but this is my list. Gail, Karma, Catherine, Sissy, Diana, Amantha. All right. I'll be right back. And here I come. I'm back. Looks like I lost a lot of people. I'm sure you'll get back. Yes. This is my list, so we can go again. Gail, Karma, Catherine, Sissy, Diana, Amantha. That is my list. You might hear background noise. My son's in the next room and he has his TV going, so he doesn't want to have to listen to me. All right, so let's see here now. Gail Rivers, Gail, I'm going to go ahead and connect in with your lovely energy, sweetheart. Hi, Carolyn. Gail has an oracle card and a crystal ball and oracle message. So let's bring this crystal ball over here, Gail. Wow. Okay, Gail. So the crystal ball is showing me you kind of standing in the middle of your life, okay, with like all kinds of different choices and options available to you. And I can see how maybe you want to, lean in. I almost feel frozen. Okay. I feel like there are so many different pathways and options available to you at this time. Wow. But like I said, I feel a little bit frozen as to which avenue to follow through with, which thread to lean into. I almost feel like it's a little bit overwhelming to just think about the different options. I feel, Gail, like there's some free time in your schedule. Okay. I'm not saying that you're not busy. Okay. But I feel like there's some free time in your schedule. And those, it's almost like like tentacles, like an octopus is like reaching with tentacles in all these different directions, but not really knowing which where to reach. Okay. That's what I see in the crystal ball. Now, your cards here are caged and a real person. Wow. These are two very different cards. However, this real person is like that butterfly in the cage. Okay. I want to say this to you. A real person, there's real people and there's fake people, right? A real person has integrity. A real person is honest. A real person shows up. A real person cares, okay? And things matter to them. And this is you, Gail, a real beautiful person, okay? And this cage card indicates some kind of fears or limitations around you allowing yourself to be seen for who you are, or to engage with, I feel, groups of people, one-on-one or groups of people, during this spare time or whatnot. I feel there are a few restrictions. Maybe you're shy. Maybe that is what it is. Maybe you're just shy. Okay. However, we can bust through those kinds of restrictions at any time. You can decide that you're not going to be shy today when you go join that new book club or whatever might draw you in your community. I really feel here, Gail, that Spirit is suggesting that you grab and seize some of those opportunities with both hands. If you're feeling drawn to go out and do some things, you have physical limitations. Okay, I can understand this. So the physical limitations that do, in fact, prevent you from doing certain things in your life are understandable. We all have different kinds of limits to our life or our circumstances. Okay. So within the framework of the limitations that you have, Gail, I really feel that there are some kind of crafts or clubs or groups or activities that you could potentially lean into. These might be with real life people, or it might be like learning something online from a video course or something that you can do in your home that'll teach you how to, work with your hands. I really feel something tactile here, like working with your hands, maybe visually, like painting or some such thing, things that you can do just because you really like to do them. Okay, kind of like what I was saying to FEP. Okay, but you have to take a look at what your circumstances are and what is realistic for you. And from that place, now where do you go? Now what do you lean into? I feel that's totally up to you, but spirit is encouraging you to spend that time. Okay. And I want to say to you, Gail, that you can try something and it doesn't have to be your forever thing. Spirit wants me to say right now, if you decide to try this thing because it sounds like it's going to be a great thing, don't like go buy $200 of supplies for that thing before you even like get your feet wet. You may not like it. Okay. So you don't have to financially invest loads of money in these new different ideas that you have, just a little at a time to see if you like it. And if you like it, then you can decide to invest more time, more money if that's what it is for you. So that is what I want to give you. Don't feel like you've got to, commit to this huge obligation if you decide to try something different. Okay, you can simply try it and discard it, and that's that. Or you can try it and then reevaluate at that moment. Okay, where do I want to go from here? Try it again. Do I want to invest? Whatever this could be, because I feel like you have things available to you that your soul would like to experience. Okay, but your conscious awareness has to allow yourself to experience those things, and that is where spirit is bringing me for you, Gail. Bye, Gina. Good night. Thank you. Oh, Deanna, let's get you here. Hold on, guys. Deanna. Thank you, Deanna. Added you to the list. Thank you, Gail, for letting me read for you, sweetheart. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you, Gail. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Hi, Stephanie. Good to see you. Happy Halloween. It's not Halloween for you anymore. It still is for us. It still is for us here. Let's see. Oh, Dina, thank you for correcting me. Thank you, Dina. That's important to me. So thank you for letting me know, sweetheart. Can you still hear that? Do I need to go ask him to turn it down? You guys let me know. Karma. Oh, you're welcome, honey. Karma Jones. Crystal ball and oracle message for Karma Jones. Hi, thank you. Thank you. Oh, were you? Samuel, that's funny. All right. Karma. Crystal ball. Ooh, karma. Oh, and you just had your baby. Oh, how beautiful. Okay. Karma. Now, this is interesting. Okay, so in the crystal ball, I am seeing like so many bright colors, okay? And I'm seeing like you and your auric field and the layers of your aura in color, and then your baby too. That's I'm like, oh, that's right, she had a baby. So I'm seeing like you and your baby with these very vivid colors. Okay, so I know that you are spiritually aware, and that you have a lot of intuition and spiritual abilities and whatnot that you have going on a little bit there. But in this what I'm getting for you here from the crystal ball is very interesting. It really has to do with you and baby, and even your daughter as well. But you and your son, the bond, especially since you just had him, like he's now his own little person, and you guys, and he's outside of you, you know. So spirit is really wanting you to work on your like empathic abilities, your telepathic link with him. Okay. Meaning how you're feeling and sensing how he's feeling. Okay. So I'm sure you can pick this up. You know, we all have these mommy, I guess people can develop these mommy instincts, you know, but it's more than that. It's more than a mother's instinct. Like, they're really pushing to the two of you being linked in a telepathic way and an empathic way. Yes, happy Halloween, guys. Thank you. So really, karma, that is something that you can focus on right now. Kind of just, you know, place your intentional awareness there so that you can kind of get in tune with reading the vibes of your baby and also the vibes of your daughter, right? Because you already like know her and everything else, but you're going to realize that they feel differently. Okay. And you're going to be able to notice beforehand when he's going to have a fit or when he needs something, whatever this is. You're going to be able to sense that before it's a thing. Okay. And more than that, karma, spirit is telling me now that as you hone these skills and you are able to sense these kinds of things, you will even be able to sense physical ailments within him. Okay. And possibly your daughter too as well, depending on how in tune you allow yourself to get with this. But they're telling me like ear infections and, you know, when he starts teething and all this, like you'll be able to sense this in his little physical person, because you're starting now with reading his energetic vibes. And they're also saying to send him positive energy, okay, as well, because he's very open and receptive. So if you find that he's like, you know, crying or whatnot, just like babies do from time to time, fill yourself with positive thoughts and positive, loving vibes, and hold him and rock him. And imagine that you're transferring those to him from your face to his face. You're sending all that love, all that joy, all that sunshine and hopefulness and positivity from within you. You're sending it to him, sending it to him. That's reinforcing this beautiful, intimate bond that the two of you have. Oof, this one. Out on a limb, sweetheart. Out on a limb. This card really tells me that you know, this whole thing that we're talking about, I'm glad that you are on board. I know that you're there with me, that you believe and that you understand and that you know how it works. Oh, the dreams. So this limb, okay, might seem a little bit risky or precarious to anybody else, okay, but I feel like you believe in what it is that you can do, and you believe in your intuition and you being in tune with your children and that kind of thing. I understand you're wanting to give positive to him, but you're suffering from some negatives during the dream time. Okay, so I do want to say one more thing about this really quickly, karma. Being out on a limb with even these of the weirdest things, where I'm saying practice telepathy with your newborn baby, right? Some people would go, whoa, that girl's wacko, right? She's nuts. Don't even, you know, but I know that you and I are on the same page. All right. And that page is right here out on a limb. And the bird is never afraid to stand out on a limb, no matter how weird or precarious it could be, because it knows it has wings and it can fly. If that limb breaks, if shit goes down, I'm flying the heck out of here, right? Same kind of thing. The wings of spirit protect you. All right. Nobody else has to understand. Nobody else has to believe. You are the true experiencer of what it is going on in your life, and your experiences are validation for yourself. So continue to hold that space for all of the beautiful, bright, positive beginnings that you are experiencing starting now, karma. Starting now. And that means new beginning with the baby, new beginning with the relationship. When you move and all of that is said and done, you're seeing new beginning with the business, new beginning, new beginning, new beginning. All these new beginnings just laid out ahead of you, karma. And you get to choose what's worth your time, what's worth your effort, what's worth your energy. You get to choose which direction you want to move into, go into, and what you'd rather just stay away from. And that is exactly where you're at right now. I do want to say about that ledge they're bringing me right now, that being out on that limb might be you out on the limb with everything you have going on. I'm glad you're so happy. I just want to say, don't cave from the limb if you know you want to be out there. Okay. um I feel like, I'm so glad that you are happy. And that is all I want to say about that. That is all I want to say about that. I'm glad that you are happy. Now, those dreams. Those negative dreams. Before you go to sleep, not like right before you go to sleep, but as you're laying down to go to sleep, this is what Spirit suggests to you, Karma, and anyone else who suffers from bad dreams. In the name of Jesus, bad dreams are banished. Good night. Okay? Before you go to bed, in the name of Jesus, bad dreams are banished. Good night. And you don't have to believe in Jesus. The bad dreams believe in Jesus enough for you that they will stay away as long as you say that before you go to bed. So say that before bed. Now lay there, say the thing that I just said, and then you got to shift your train of thought, okay? You want to think something positive, okay? You've got to start thinking about something positive, something for the future potentially. Maybe you've got plans, big plans that you would like to see unfold. This is prime time to seed that subconscious with what you intend to manifest in your outer reality, okay? So shifting that focus after you banish those bad dreams in the name of Jesus, okay? And Catherine says pyrite helps with nightmares. That's awesome, Catherine. Thank you so much for interjecting that here. We all have beautiful, valuable information that we can help each other. So thank you guys for supporting each other here. So I do want to also say this, shift your frame of mind. Do not think about the bad dreams. Do not think about the fear of the bad dreams. That calls them in. Okay. Then you're going to sleep with that active in your mind and you're going to sleep and dreaming right into that realm. Okay. So banish the bad dreams, shift your train of thought. Think of something positive in your life here and now, in the past, or something you want to manifest. Okay. A happy memory, your favorite day that you ever had. Relive that thing when you drift off to sleep. And I bet you your days in the upcoming future improve greatly. So do that every night before you go to sleep. Karma and anyone else who suffers from bad dreams. You may also decide to put some selenite in or near your bed, in or near your pillowcase, headboard, nightstand, that kind of thing as well, because selenite does help with keeping energy cleansed and clear, purified. And that pyrite, like Catherine said. Thank you, Catherine. And Karma, I just want to say one more thing. Even the negative dreams are speaking to us. Okay. The negative dreams that we experience. Oh, okay. See, our fears. Typically, the negative dreams that we experience are somehow related to the fears that we have in our waking moments. Okay. And I see your Karma. You say, I had a molestation trauma dream of someone else doing that to my daughter. So sickening. I can understand this, and we can in this dimension have the craziest, most horrible bad dreams and nightmares that feel so real and leave these lasting impressions on us. And I do want to say to you, from the perspective of a dream interpretation practitioner, okay, which I am not a specialist in dream interpretation, but I am, psychic. So hey, this whole thing that you experienced, that you just had a new baby, and that's your subconscious saying, oh, we need to protect the new baby, right? And so you're dreaming about something like this so that you can be prepared to take care of this new baby, so that new baby doesn't have to experience the same kind of trauma that anyone else has, right? So in some kind of a way, your poor scary dreams were trying to protect you and your new family. That's you on a subconscious level projecting. Okay. And the reflection is that, you just want to keep them safe. You don't ever want to have them experience any of the things that you had to experience, right? Any of the hardships, any of the trauma. That is your subconscious speaking to you in that way. So use the phrase bad dreams be banished in the name of Jesus, or however it was said, and that will definitely move you into a better frame. Okay. But yes, ma'am, a lot of times our dreams are just speaking to us. And once the message is received, we can let it go. But the scarier dreams, we don't want to look at them. We don't want to think about them. But when you piece them out and zoom out a little bit, you can kind of see where the flow is at. Maybe it's a bit of a wait. Yes, no. You know what I'm saying here? It's a bit of a parable. That's what I was trying to say. A parable. Oh, okay. Hematite, Catherine says. Hematite is a wonderful stone as well. Hematite absorbs and absorbs negative energy. So, yes, hematite. Thank you, Catherine. Yes. It's not oftentimes we can think, okay, I feel you, girl. Like I'm spiritual. Is this a premonition? Should I be worried? Is the spirit world telling me something? No, no, I'm glad you feel better because your subconscious is just spitting some fears out at you. That's all it is. Okay. So it is not something that's like a premonition going to happen. So I just want to tell you, and note that to yourself that like dreams have different qualities. Okay. If you're somebody who dreams like that, dreams have different qualities to them. If a dream is, karma, if you have had premonitory dreams, okay, then they have a different quality than your fear-based dreams. All right, that's what I want to say to you. But if you're not someone who has had premonitory dreams, then you really have no basis there. So that's just what I want to give to you, karma, because I feel like you potentially have had some of that in the past, and that's probably why you're like, what's going on with this? But you'll notice the quality is different. Okay, and when a dream makes you panic, right, you wake up and you're, I'm afraid, that's not from spirit. Okay, that's not from spirit, because I must tell you, even when you know from spirit, the bad news, the scary news, the difficult news, it sits with you as, I know that this is true, it might suck, but I'm not all heightened in fear. Okay, spirit would never give you something that would raise fear in you. They would give you the truth, but it would feel solid and it would feel righteous, but it would not feel panic. Okay. Good. Karma. All right. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you, honey. Thank you for letting me read for you. Gonna have to do something with this. Driving me crazy, guys. And I might take these glasses for a run. What you think? All right. Catherine Jean O'Donnell. Catherine, I'm going to look into my lovely crystal ball for you, Catherine. Thank you, Dina. Okay. Catherine, the crystal ball is showing me that new avenues of communication are going to be opening up for you with maybe people that you've been estranged from. So I feel like maybe it's the upcoming holidays, but I feel like you're going to be reconnecting. I'm seeing it in there. It's really, I see the communication pathways opening up between you and others, okay, between you and others in the crystal ball. And I also feel that this has to do with maybe putting some ideas together as well. So again, I feel like this might be planning holidays, planning celebrations, planning get-togethers for family or something like this. But either way, I do feel like maybe your heart won't quite be in it. Maybe it's not something you're looking forward to or whatnot, but I do feel like the communication between you and others being clear and open is a blessing. All right. Can you understand this? Like, I feel like there are people that you haven't talked to for a while or who have been so busy with life or whatever. And now you guys are going to be able to come together and share some stories and really engage and put your heads together. And I really want to say to you, like, let that be a fun, flowing, positive experience. Try not to have any expectations on how things need to unfold or what everybody should act like or anything like this, because Spirit is saying, like, hey, when you toss a whole bunch of different people into the mix together, like, it's supposed to be dynamic. It's supposed to be different, right? Because there's all kinds of different energies. So, Catherine, I feel a coming together of energies, but that communication happens first. Okay. This communication happens first, all right, between you and others, like long distance. I don't know if you have adult children who live far or some kind of communication. Absolutely so true. I've not communicated like I should. Well, I love the fact that you are opening up. You are, I see it, opening up these new forms of communication. It's really going to be It's going to have to do with your ideas and your insight, okay? And also your intuition. So please don't hold back from interjecting your unique opinion, because I feel like you definitely have some spiritual awareness to you, Catherine. Just based on, the things that you've picked up everywhere, like you have some knowledge, and I feel like you're, you may not realize this, but you're kind of head and shoulders above, the other people that you might know, okay, like family or colleagues or whatever, friends. So I do say to you from spirit to let these things flow. When you have truths that are going to come out, most of my family are in Maine. My daughter is close to me. Gotcha. So I feel those distant family members, okay, who are going to be coming together maybe for holidays or what kind of thing, or maybe it's like a Zoom session, like, hey guys, let's all get together and see how we're all doing after all this time, that kind of thing. Whatever the case, I feel those opening up. And I feel like it's important for you to say what's on your mind, say what's on your heart, allow the information to flow through you. You will see the way that the conversation is steering, okay? And you'll think of something that, like, oh man, I would say that. And don't hold back from those feelings, okay? Because that spirit wanting you to interject whatever it is into the conversation to make it more dynamic and more spiritually evolving is what they're saying. Now, the card that fell for you, sweetheart, is New Coat. New coat indicates, this may be totally irrelevant. Okay. So take this wherever it resonates for you, Catherine. New coat indicates that this is a time and a period of trying on temporary things to see what you like best. Kind of like new coat shopping. You try on the coat's too tight in the shoulders. You put it back and get a different one. Okay. And then you try that one on. This one doesn't look right. I'm going to toss that and I'll get a different one. This one's itchy, gross, right? Temporary, 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 trying on different things to figure out what things are right for yourself. Okay. And then whatever things feel right, you get to keep for the long run. Okay. So Spirit is saying to try on new things right now, new experiences, new ways of being, new coffee shops, new things that you put on your menu to shake up the landscape of your life at this time. Now's the time. And I really feel like there are new experiences available to you that you otherwise might not even see. Okay. Otherwise, you might not even, lean in that direction, and you might find a whole heck of a lot of fulfillment. And this is the kind of stuff that I am talking about you spreading out to your folks. So make sure that you are plugging in, networking, experiencing, and then passing all of that on in your fantastic communication skills to all of those other people. Needs a new wardrobe. Well, handle it, girl. Handle it. Thank you, Catherine. That's what I have for you, darling. Go get that new wardrobe, brush up on those communication skills, and start imparting all that knowledge to all of those people. Listen, girl, one more: loneliness and solitude. I'm sure that you've experienced different periods of your life where you felt kind of alone, right? I feel alone. Okay. I feel like some of your other relatives can understand this from you, and you can advocate to them that they don't have to sit in their loneliness and feel like the world is passing them by. They can tap into their selves in meditation, in mindfulness, something like this, to realize that there's a whole new world and it starts on the inside. So, for you as well, Catherine, your world is about you inside of this house and inside of your body, okay? Not everything else that's going on outside the window. And you experiencing this firsthand will be able to impart some of this life-changing advice to your relatives, your relatives who are also feeling lonely or alone or unsupported. This solitude that you find when you meditate, when you decide to do spiritual things and absorb spiritual kind of content, raise your vibration, follow that kind of a path, it changes the way the window looks outside. You don't really notice that everyone else is having fun and you're not, because you're having your own kind of fun in here, and you're creating that in every area of your life from there forward. Catherine, embrace this and show others. Thank you. Dang, guys, it's a marathon tonight. Let's see. Sissy Tosh Myers. Sissy. Yeah, this is Where's Waldo. It was a 90s book character. And this is my costume today. And we had 2 winners in the Vibe Tribe, Jody Jenkins and Marcy Brooks. Look, I'm on the wrong way. Those were the winners up for the 30-minute private session. Each their own. Sissy. Nope. Still the first one, halfway through it. Tell me about it though, girl. I'm on a budget. Sometimes I gotta like ration. You know what I mean? My tags were due this month. And that is so darn expensive. Oh my gosh. I don't want to talk about it. Why would you bring that up? Yes, I love those books as well. Yes, yes. All right, Sissy, I'm with you, girl. I'm going to stare into my crystal ball. I'm going to gaze into my crystal ball for Sissy. All right. So this is very interesting, Sissy. I see 2 things there. I see 2 things in the crystal ball. I see a sunflower, and I also see a lion with like the lion's mane and everything. And I really feel that to be strength. And I really feel that to be like the sunflower indicates to me like sunshine. And they paint my throat on this. So I really feel speaking the truth, speaking positively, standing in your strength, standing in your power, Sissy. As far as the lion emerging from the crystal ball, I feel that to mean strength. I feel that to mean, stability of character. I don't feel that you're like, aggressive or vicious or anything, but I feel that strength of your integrity, your truth. That sunflower to me, I really feel that could be from your past loved one, from your son, sunflower, from your son on the other side. However, that still speaks to me about speaking your truth and speaking positively. So listen, I'm feeling a message already before I even have your card, Sissy. Um, it's important to train yourself not only to speak the truth, but to speak the positive truth. And to recognize when you're speaking and or thinking something that's not true or not positive. Okay. Life sucks. That's something that's not necessarily positive and it's not necessarily true because the entirety of life may not exactly suck all the way across the board. So Spirit is really telling me right now that it's important to recognize when you're speaking truth or thinking true thoughts or accidentally speaking things that are not true. For instance, oh, I'm in so much pain today because I'm used to being in pain and I always gripe about my pain. And I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to general right now, general example. Well, when we speak about all of our pain and tomorrow we go, oh, I'm in so much pain. Wait a minute, are you really in pain or are you just in the habit of saying that you're in pain? Okay. Pay attention to these things. If you're not really in pain, don't say that you are, don't act like you are, because your body will interpret, your body takes notes. Anything that you think, anything that you say, your physical body responds as if that is fact. So when you say, I'm in pain, the body goes, oh shit, where? Let's be in pain somewhere. Let's hit all the pain points, right? I'm in pain. I'm sick. I'm gaining weight. Look at me. Your body goes, oh, gaining weight. Check. Right? So you've got to pay attention with how you're speaking about your life, yourself, and even your body. Okay. Don't hide behind shields of I'm tired, I don't feel good. If you don't, because you will get tired, you will not feel good. All right. I just want to say this. Now, waiting is the card that fell for you. I do feel it's important to continue that empowerment with that lion, speaking that truth and those clear, healthy thoughts and positivity. Okay. However, the more that you raise your vibration during this period of waiting for something to change or unfold in your life, because you're waiting for a reason, right? And it's not quite here yet, this future that you desire for yourself, or whatever this could be, resolution, it's not here yet because it's not a vibrational match to you yet. Okay, let's just get right here to basics. Okay, what you are looking for out here in the ethers is not a vibrational match to you, or it would already be with you. Okay, so the trick is getting yourself to match that which you're seeking while you're still here waiting on a beach for it. Okay, so paying attention to your train of thought and making sure that you're affirming that this is in fact coming to you, because while it's out in the ethers, we can have human fears and doubts, right? Remember, I said this is an energetic dimension. It takes time to manifest healing. It takes time to manifest anything we want in our lives, right? That's what happens when we live in this time construct. So giving that time to manifest what you're seeking, a lot of things happen during your day and through your life, right? You're not just manifesting when you intend to manifest, but you are always sending a signal and a frequency out to the universe that is manifesting with the law of attraction all the freaking time. So when you're waiting for this thing and you're going, "Oh yeah, I'm waiting for that. Yes, and I'm going to do what I need to do to get that." And then you have a bad day and you go, "Oh man, I'll never have that." It goes farther away. I'll never have that. And then you jump back on, the next day's better. "Oh yeah, I can't wait. I'm just doing all the things. It'll be here any day." Okay, but what if it doesn't? "Oh no, but what if something happens to, I'll never make it there. I know I'll never make it there. Oh, it'll be fine." So you're playing this back and forth game, waiting on a car. Yes, this back and forth game about the car that'll never mythically appear. So we got to omit those kinds of phrases. "I will have this car. The car's almost mine. Thank you, God, for bringing me that car today." That should be your mantra, Miss Thing. "Thank you, God, for bringing this into my life." Plug in whatever that is that you want: a car, a job, a house, a better relationship, change, peace, whatever it is that you're seeking, Sissy and anyone else. Wake up in the morning and all throughout your day, thank Spirit, Source, God, Creator, higher power, higher self for giving you that thing, even if you don't have it yet. Thank them as if you do, repeatedly. And that will anchor it into your physical reality that much sooner. You're affirming that which you know to be true. "I will receive this. Thank you for bringing this to me. Thank you for bringing this to me." That's what I have for you, honey. And I can't wait till you get that car. Disconnect from you. Diana F. Rodriguez, Miss Thing, you've got yourself a $20 Halloween tarot spread. Diana, I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only for Diana. How's everyone's Halloween? Happy Halloween, Tina. Wow. Diana, you've got some cards here. Awesome. Awesome. You're trick-or-treating with your little ones, Stephanie. Have fun. Yes, I know. I am going to go visit my grands after this so that my grandkids can see me in the costume, in the Where's Waldo costume. Oh, Mother's birthday today. Oh, sweetheart. Sending love, Sandy. Sending love to you. All right, Diana, we're here. We are here, Diana. All right. The costume that you are wearing at this time is the Five of Pentacles. Okay. The Five of Pentacles feels unsupported, a little bit left out, especially in a physical way. Okay. This could be, I'm doing everything by myself. Like I had to buy the candy and stock the candy and get the costumes and get kids all ready. And I got to take them out and I got to clean up this, that, the other thing. Plus I got to go to work. I feel kind of this in this card, Miss Thing, Miss Diana. Current costume, doing everything on your own and others not really supporting you in the ways that maybe it would be nice that they would. Okay. A physical way. This could also be like, Maybe we're not going to that same old, gathering or whatnot that we used to, feeling left out. Dang, girl, this could even be at work, like in the manager's meeting. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a kid at the adults table right now. I kind of feel a little bit of this. I'm ill equipped or whatever, but this is on the inside. This is just maybe how you're feeling in some areas, a little bit like you're left on your own to fend for yourself in some kind of areas, okay, at work or at home. But it does not show, I'll tell you right now, because the mask that others see is this King of Swords, man. I've got it figured out. I've got it all together. I don't even need your help. I've got a plan and the plan will work. I can figure this out and fix anything I want to. The King of Swords is the master of thought, the master of strategy, the master of seeing stuff through. He's wise. You go to him to make the decisions, to figure things out. But check it out. This person is tired, man. Yeah, I can, but I don't want to have to. What is haunting you from the past? Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups indicates romance, girl. This could be romance. Like, I need some, emotional charge in my life. This could be like flirtiness, that kind of thing. Like, I need to let my hair down and go out dancing, maybe have a nice dinner with my husband, this kind of thing. Like, I'm too tied up in adulthood and work and business that I don't even feel like, I don't know, girl. Like, there's a component here of chemistry and attraction and flirtiness and romance and that kind of thing, and this is what's haunting you from the past. Okay, so I feel like maybe there's just not enough of this in your life here now and today. Okay, that's what I feel from this card. So you take that where it resonates. Okay, how to lay that to rest. Eight of Pentacles. This is interesting. Eight of Pentacles is about hard work, putting the effort into the like putting the effort into the process of what you would like to see happen. Okay, so let's talk about this. If you're feeling in some areas like it's all work and no play, okay, let's just say this right here. Maybe it's all work and no play, and Diana needs her some play. Okay, let's just say this. So maybe deciding to lay that foundation, like, oh, I've made reservations, and I've, have this whole shebang set up so that we can, really get together and spend some time. I've got a couple of babysitters or whatever this is, so that we can have this, kind of a let my hair down kind of time. You've got to plan it in for yourself. And you may not want to be the person who does that. Maybe this is you wishing that somebody else would step in and like cater to you a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, hey, what happened to those flowers? And, when you used to vacuum the floor and take out the trash and these kinds of things. What happened to when we were all a team and this was all just fun? And I kind of feel like we've got to put things into perspective, that even fun, sometimes you've got to put work in to have fun. You got to plan. You've got to decide. You've got to stick to the schedule. Yes, date night. Hello. If you just keep saying, like, hey, baby, we could really use a date night, you know what I mean? And you never actually do anything about it, you'll never have one. Okay. But if you say, hey, baby, I'm going to set us up a date night. We're going to have a date night on this day. We're going to go have dinner over there. My mom's watching the kids. And then we're going to go to the movies. And then we're going to have some us time or whatever this could be. Like, this Eight of Pentacles here, she has a process. You see, she's not just whimsically throwing whatever into there. There's a process, there's ingredients, and as long as she picks the right mix, it's going to turn out exactly the way she wants it to. So you've got to put a hand into whatever it is that you're wanting to create more of into your life. You need that, honey. You need that. We have one planned. Well, take advantage of it in a very big way. You deserve it. And the the trick here, or the challenge for you, would be the Queen of Pentacles, darling. The trick or the challenge, Queen of Pentacles. This is still not feeling well. Replenish that cup. Replenish that cup of love. That is what you need to do. Okay, but you've got to do that yourself by resting when you need to rest and eating whatever feels right for your body. You know this. And doing things that just comfort you in a way. All right, Queen of Pentacles, the trick, the challenge here. This is the money lady. So the challenge is, can I be the money lady and, be happy? That's what I feel here. Can I be the one who's responsible and loyal and devoted, and I pay the bills and I keep everything going and I always show up to work and I never call in sick, and I make sure that I'm appropriate and I mind my P's and Q's and all of these things. This can be a trick because you've got to be that person all the time. Like, your livelihood depends on your lifestyle, your what you have going on. Okay, so I do see here that some of the challenge for the Queen of Pentacles can also be to recognize how kick-ass she is, because she is so capable and able and independent and self-reliant. Like, you don't need anyone else. Truly, no one makes or breaks you. Everyone else can complement your life, and that is something that you can hold on to. Okay, that is a strength as well, even though this is the challenge here. Now, this is your treat, your true strength, the Queen of Swords. Look at you. You've got court cards in here, the King, the Knight, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is patient and clever, and she can see things through. Okay, she doesn't have to act all miss emotional and make all these big giant decisions. She just knows that, like, hey, things will be okay. All right. And that's really what I feel here, Diana, is if you're feeling unsupported or left out in the cold in some kind of an area, it's most definitely up to you to speak up and advocate for yourself. Okay. And if you feel like you need more attention in this department, heck, girl, advocate, set the stage. And I need to say this to you: it does not have to be a big giant thing, although the big giant thing does sound nice. I'm glad that you have a date night set up and you're planning to let your hair down and really do it. But you have today, you have tonight, you have tomorrow, and every other, moment that you could decide to just invite in some flirtiness, invite in some affection, invite in some gentleness, some love, some kind words, and start that kind of a pattern, even in between these big giant date nights that your soul is craving, right? Here and now, little hand touches, hugs in the kitchen, just different ways that you can plug in some touch, some affection, some love. These things that it's not just for you, it also boosts up your partner. Okay, even if they don't say anything about it. I do want to say, with this strength, the Queen of Swords here, the Queen does not have to make emotional decisions. She's not rash. She's not reckless. She is very calculating. She is somebody who thinks things through. And I do want to say that if you feel you're in some kind of a drought, if you will, that this Queen knows that there are ups and downs and cycles of life, and that droughts end, and there are periods of abundance, once again, in all areas. And it's about creating that now, setting that in, like setting that pattern in now with your own actions. Okay, just like we talked about. So Diana, that is what I have for you. It's about you taking the initiative, following through with that, and starting a new pattern of engagement and involvement in those areas. Okay. You're hilarious. You're hilarious. Yes, Marcy. Okay. Let's see. Lynn, are you still here, Lynn Green? Samuel Harris, your dad did call your name. And as I read your comment there, I'm feeling this. I popped my neck. He wants to squeeze your shoulders, like come up and behind me and squeeze my shoulders like you. So I'm not sure if that's something he did, but he wants to squeeze it, and actually made my neck want to pop. And I'm just going to let him come close for just one moment, Samuel. He says you're a good man, a praying man, and a strong man. And you're the man of the family now. He gives his hat to you. and you can fill his shoes. You can make it through everything that's ahead of you right now. And it might seem really overwhelming with the kids and everything, but it's not too much for you. That's what a man does. And you are his son. And that is what you will do is, what is he saying? Uh, suit up, suit up and show up. And you'll do everything that you need to do, one foot in front of the other. And he's telling me right now that sometimes you might feel lost, but that doesn't make you less of a man. Every person has a feeling of feeling lost from time to time or overwhelmed from time to time. And that does not make you less of a man or a strong man. You can handle these responsibilities. And he's bringing my attention to you carrying like uh just crazy amounts of wood, like bundles of wood or something like this. He's like, remember the time when you could carry, like you're carrying all this and you didn't have to, but you're that strong and you felt you needed to prove yourself or outdo others. Okay, that's what he's bringing me to. You don't always have to do that. You don't always have to outdo everybody. Just outdo yourself. Okay, just outdo yourself. You don't always have to be the strong one to carry the heavy load and heft it all around. And uh, that doesn't have to be who you understand yourself as. It's okay to calm down. It's okay to cry. It's okay to let things go. He's saying right now that grudges and vendettas and vengeance, you got to put those down. You got to let those grudges go. He believes in you and he knows that you are a strong man and you are leading your family in every way that a strong man does. And you have nothing to feel bad about. He is very proud of you. He's proud that you are passing along, carrying on his legacy, carrying on his legacy. And you are the man to do it. And take care of your mama. Call her every day or visit her. And I'm sure you already do that, but he's just making sure that you are in the know about this. I believe you guys had an agreement already. You've already talked about some such thing. And he's just letting you know. Oh, sweetheart, I can feel your heart pain. I can feel your heart pain, Samuel. Are you going to do something big for Christmas? He really wants you to do something big for Christmas. And who's a big baby? It's okay to be a big baby. Don't somebody has called you a big baby and he's saying, ah, don't listen to that. Even if it's you, I'm a big baby, whatever it is. You always did big for Christmas. Yeah, he wants the same this year. He says, don't let anything stop you. Come on, you're going to do it big for Christmas. And big doesn't mean more money. You can get creative. Okay, you can get creative and do it big in a real way without having to spend all your money on that. Okay, so he wants you to know that you're going to shoot for your best, and the kids and everyone are going to love it. So make sure that you do that. Beautiful energy, beautiful message, Samuel. I'm going to leave all of his love with you, with you. And he's bringing me a plaid jacket, a plaid coat. It looks like maybe white and blue or white and black, white and gray. See the off colors, but it's like a plaid coat. Oh, you are the baby. You're the baby. Awesome. Oh, see, this is the thing, Samuel. If there are days when you want to break down and cry, but you keep going because what? You're at work, you've got things to do. Let yourself go to the restroom and cry for just a little while. Take a bath, take a shower that night, and allow yourself to cry. Cry, 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 just to move some of the energy around, to allow some of that physical release. That would most definitely help you, to process the emotional release as well and integrate some of the more challenging experiences that your family has been through. Okay. Crying is crucial, man. We cry for a reason. Like our bodies just do it, you know? And if you need to, just do it at your, decide to do it in your choice. So I'm going to step away and be alone and I'm going to cry, and I'm going to let it out for this long. And then I'm going to leave that behind and go about my regular business and be me. Right. And then if you feel that again, allow yourself to honor that need, to answer that need. Thank you. Oh, Lynn. Lynn, you're here, Lynn. Miss Lynn. Message. It's not this. Lynn, they want me to look into my crystal ball for you. And I still have 2 on my list, guys. I still have 2 people on my guaranteed list, and I'm doing free as drawn in between. Lynn. Oh no, 1% battery. Oh no, Lynn. So, Lynn, this is interesting now. As I'm looking into the crystal ball there, I see a horse, okay? I see like a big, beautiful brown horse. And I'm not sure if you have had horses in the past or not, okay? But oh, you plugged in. Good, good. But I'm feeling that there is definite a bond there for you. Okay, definitely some kind of a connection with animals, with even larger animals, if that's your background. Okay, but it doesn't have to be. But I do feel that I don't know, that horse stepping into your field. And I feel this is an indication for animal healing, animal communication, animal mediumship, but also something about the longevity of your path, the stamina that you are embodying. Okay, the horse is letting me know that your health is on the upswing. Okay. So I'm not saying that you've been in poor health. However, you're getting a momentum building where you're actually conditioning your body to be healthier and your mind as well. Wow, this is interesting. Your horse spirit guide is letting me know that yeah, your thoughts have been better. Your emotions have been better. Lynn, you've really been mindful about your energy management, about weeding out things that are not good for you, about what you're going to focus on, and that stamina piece. Like you're building up your stamina. You can last longer. You don't need to rest as often, like this kind of a thing. It's very positive for your health, and I want you to know that this momentum is going to continue. You're going to continue to be on the upswing. So continue to embrace this, continue moving around and doing all the things that are comfortable for you to continue doing, because I feel like you're stretching yourself in new ways, both physically and energetically. Okay. So let's talk about you sensing into your environment. Okay, let's get there, Lynn, because as an empath, somebody who can feel into situations deeply, okay, let's just go there. Wow, one of the breakthroughs that led me back to path was a spirit walk with a horse. Thank you, God. Well, you do have a horse in spirit from the spirit realm, a spirit animal. coming in for you. So that's fantastic that it validates for you your physical experience, Lynn. Beautiful. Definitely a power animal for you. I do feel also though, hold on. Oh, that's right. Empath. Okay. Being an empath, and sitting in the energy of others. Good for you, Lynn. Had some weight loss, getting healthier. Yes, they're letting me know that you were on the right track with that you are, whether you know it or not, you're making great progress. Okay, so keep going with that because it's only going to snowball and add momentum, and you're going to be feeling loads better. I'm telling you what, girl. So pay attention to this. Keep on that. Oh, horses down the road as well. I love this. Okay, this is what I'm getting at. Now, when Lynn is alone, Lynn feels a certain way, okay? And that's pretty easy to gauge when you spend some alone time. You go, oh, okay, this is me and this is who I am and this is how I feel, right? This is what I like to do. But then when Lynn is babysitting, okay, and you have that child in your energy field, feels a little different, right? I'm not saying bad. I'm just saying, maybe you're a little more hyped up. Maybe you're a bit more bubbly because kid has bubbly energy, okay? Maybe that is too much for you and it irritates a little bit because I'm an adult and I'm, experiencing this child's youthful vibration, but I'm an adult person and it's too much for me, right? Pay attention to this, Lynn. This is what spirit is giving me. You can know this. Stress. Okay. Pay attention to this. Okay. Stress can feel like children. Just hear me out. Okay. Youthful energy that's really like vibrant, bubbly, to an adult who's usually chill and laid back, that can feel like stressful energy nearby. Okay. It can feel like stress to you. This is what I'm getting at, honey, is for you to notice how you feel when in company with other people, when by yourself, because that's your baseline. Okay. And when you're with pets. All right. That's where I'm going with the pets thing, because not only can you pick up on the vibes of people, but you can pick up on the vibes of animals. And I feel like, Lynn, that'll be easier for you than people. Okay. So let's get there. Your card is compassion. When you show greater compassion towards yourself, the universe automatically responds by showering you with greater blessings. Ooh, I love this. So definitely showing that compassion to yourself, okay? Giving yourself the grace, like, hey, good job. I am getting healthier. Good job, me. And not belittling your efforts, okay? But also that compassion that spreads outwards to others, especially animals. I feel like sensing into the realms of animals is in your purpose in your path in your future, Lynn. So starting with your empathic nature now, working with yourself alone and with other people, and then with pets, and noticing all the differences, the little subtle nuances that are different that you can understand as signposts for yourself and for your practice. And cut yourself some slack, man. You got to let yourself rest. That stamina can only keep going for so long. You've got to rest. Everyone has to rest, or you'll come crashing down. Good. Good. Let's see. Amantha, are you still with me on YouTube? Amantha. And I will read all of these comments on the replay, guys. Welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, it's cold in the UK, 2:20 in the morning. Whew, I couldn't do it. I'll freeze to death. I have trouble maintaining my body heat anyways, so I can't go somewhere like really cold. I just can't. Lynn Palmer, thank you for those stars, Lynn. Going through the worst time in my life. What guidance could I receive today? Lynn, this card fell out for you, Lynn Palmer. Out on a limb. Okay. Going through the worst time in my life. Okay. So sometimes this card indicates to me this bird is alone out on this limb. This bird is alone out on this limb because, they're the ones who are sitting in the circumstances potentially. Maybe they're the only one who believes in this path, this option, this connection, this whatever this is in my life. But I'm out here alone. Okay. And I do want to say that there's a reason. There is a reason. There has got to be a belief that is in place, some kind of hope, some kind of faith that has you out on this limb as opposed to elsewhere. Okay. I'm speaking to Lynn Palmer right now. Lynn Palmer, I do want to say that the bird who is out on this precarious limb is not afraid because it is protected. It knows even if the limb breaks, it can spread its wings and fly. Okay. And Spirit wants you to know that those wings are the wings of the angels that are protecting you during this situation, Lynn Palmer, where you may not know exactly how precarious the situation is. You might not know how it's going to work out. What's the next step for you? Spirit divinely supports you in all of this, and you are not alone. If that limb breaks, the wings of Spirit will catch you. All right. You are not alone as you sit out on this limb. Spirit is suggesting that you be introspective at this time. Why am I in this scenario? What is the lesson for me in this scenario? What do I take from this as I move forward? And where do I go from here? Some of those answers might seem very clear to you, and others you might decide to take into a quiet moment with Spirit and be surprised to find clarity on those answers, maybe something you didn't expect. I just want to say to you, Lynn, that where you sit is only temporary. And whatever you do next is only temporary. Unless you decide that you want to make that a permanent thing, but I don't feel like you will. I feel like you're going to hop into a couple of temporary things before you find that permanent long-term thing that is of your choosing, not something that you got stuck with, not someone else's leftovers, not what you ended up getting because it backfired or whatever. All right. You are going to get to decide what you're stepping into because it feels fucking right and because it's what you want. All right. So this next thing is just temporary to regroup until you can figure out the next thing, which will be as awesome as you want it to be. That's what I have for you, Lynn. Oh, sweetie. Sending love to you. Sending love to you, honey. That's such a challenge, but such a brave and bold, empowering act, Lynn Palmer. You show others that that is possible. And I commend you and I thank you for sharing that, because there are, I tell you, okay, there are people who watch my page who are in toxic relationships of decades. All right. And they're afraid. I don't want to change anything. It's been my life. This will be my life. And we're just going to ride it out. You know, there are people who watch the page who don't feel empowered enough to change a scenario that feels not good to them. And Lynn, just by sharing that right there, shows us all how incredibly possible it is for us to make very challenging decisions to better our lives for the sake of that. Even if it wasn't your choice, I want to say that, even if it wasn't your choice, where you sit at now is completely empowered energy where you get to decide what your life is going to look like today, tomorrow, and in the future. And thank God that you have all of that power in your hands. And now this time is about healing, Lynn. Healing. You have lost something, a lifetime's worth of something. Even if that person was not great for you, there is an aspect of grief where we mourn what it should have been. And that is so valid, Lynn. Allow yourself to mourn what should have been. Allow yourself to grieve the time spent. However, once again, Spirit is telling me that even that time was not wasted. There were valuable additions to the energetic template of your soul and of your life path that were necessary. And none of it was for nothing, okay? They want me to tell you that. It was not for nothing, and it was not wasted, and it's not lost. It's all a part of you. And it has made you who you are today and who you're going to become tomorrow and next week and in the future. Your heart may be broken now, darling, but you get to piece it back together and decide what color to paint it and what to do with it each day as you love yourself the way he should have loved you all those years. And you love yourself the best anyone has ever loved you in this life. And that is how you will heal and move into the beautiful, bright space of magnetizing real, true love into your experience from family, friends, maybe romantic partnership, We'll see. That's up to you. But right now, it's about you giving yourself all the love that you should have gotten all along and doing it for the right reasons for you. Thank you, Lynn. Sending love. And I will add you to my prayer list as well, darling. Well, thank God that you have realized this now and not 10, 20, or 30 years from now. Now you have empowerment, you have choice, and you have free will to move forward in your life however you would choose to without letting any of that hold you back or sway you or change your path. You get to pick your path. I love that. You guys are the best. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Amantha is still here. Amantha on YouTube, I'm going to tune in with your lovely energy and I'll be getting you a crystal ball reading and an oracle message here. Amantha on YouTube. Let's hold this, baby. Ooh, all right. Amantha. As I picked it up in my hands, wow, I was able to see galaxies in the crystal ball. All right. I actually saw the rings of Saturn, which is interesting. So I really feel like some kind of celestial pull for you there, Amantha. Um, Lynn Palmer, absolutely. Yes, dear. Hold on a minute. Listen, Amantha, I believe you had some kind of a similar something or other. Look, trauma bonds are real. Energetic cords are real. Lynn Palmer, Amantha Vargas, and anyone else who would like a quick cord cutting, a quick sweep of your auric field. This is a smoky quartz here. I'm going to have it represent you, but spirit will do the big stuff on your end, okay? So if you would like to receive an energetic clearing, a cord cutting, a release of any cords, ties, or attachments that are no longer serving your greatest and highest good in your heart, in your mind, or out loud, just say yes. And spirit will release that from your field. Sometimes we're so entangled emotionally, mentally with people that even if we are separated, we're still drawn back to them. We think about them, we yearn for them, whatever the case. We can't seem to shake them or let them go, or they can't seem to let us go. Somehow we need closure. That is energetic closure. If you've done all the physical things and you still can't seem to detach, energetic closure is what you need. So that is what this is for you. Woo! That is what this is for you. Making sure we're solid here. Thank you, Spirit, for assisting everyone in this individual process as you tailor this to their needs of the greatest and highest good of all. And make sure that you fill every individual with divine white light and flush those fields, balance and align their auric systems. Dang, guys, I feel this connection that you are releasing to have been so inflaming. Oh my gosh, hot. Like this is something that triggers me. It pokes my buttons. Like, yeah, I can feel it. So let it go. If you want to release, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Say the word release and snap your fingers. Release. Good job. Again, in through your nose, out through your mouth, release. One more time. In through your nose, out through your mouth, release. Snap those fingers. Good job, guys. I got chills. Good job releasing. Amantha. Okay, I'm still with you, girl. Amantha, you have some kind of celestial connection, okay? Whether you be some kind of an astrologist, astronomer, you're interested in the stars, or you have galactic spirit team members, maybe you're a star seed, Amantha. That's why I really feel like I was seeing the galaxies, Saturn, all these things in the crystal ball for you. You've got chills as well. You're welcome, friends. I love you. Step forward in your empowered energy and maintain that vibe, man. You don't need that stuff that's holding you back, that was holding you back before. You can let it go. So, Amantha, I feel starseed lineage, okay? I feel so if you have some kind of inklings about any starseed lineage or heritage, I would most definitely look into that kind of thing for yourself. I do feel um, maybe you can understand the feeling of I want to go home, but I don't know where my home is. I don't have quite the home. Maybe you have struggled with finding a regular, consistent place to live in this existence, but that may not necessarily be the case. It could just be a yearning. I feel like an oddball, an outcast, a black sheep, a misfit. Okay, something like this can be those telltale signs that kind of give you the idea that maybe I'm not just the regular old reincarnate like everyone else. Okay, maybe I've had experiences that are way beyond this planet. Maybe those experiences have left a lasting impression on my soul. And that's why I perceive things differently. I'm a little different than other people. I think differently. Maybe I'm open to other experiences. Maybe I have extraterrestrials show up in my bedroom during my dream time or my sleep time. Amantha Vargas, I feel like all of these things and so much more are available to you. I do have an extraterrestrials and starseeds on-demand video workshop that can educate you in that kind of thing if you're interested in finding out about that. However, that's not a shameless plug. You can really find out however much you want if you want to dive into those areas in many different ways. There are books, there are YouTube videos, many other teachers, etc. But knowing about your starseed heritage can help you understand the way you maneuver through this dimension. Okay, but also knowing about your potentially extraterrestrial spirit guide members who do help to direct you and guide you and nudge you in these ways can also help you in your physical experience. Okay, so doing that research, whether you decide you want to, purchase my workshop or not, would definitely benefit you if you're interested in that. I do feel like you're having or will have some supernatural or hard to explain experiences. So I do say to you, Amantha, keep a journal of different happenings, because you think, wow, that was incredible, I'll remember that forever, and then you end up having so many different experiences that they get lost in the muddle of things. So Spirit is saying to Amantha to start making just a little journal of, different synchronicities, different happenings, maybe some dreams that stand out to you. Because I really feel like you have some things going on, but structuring it and noticing noticing the patterns, noticing how it's really engaging with you, and recognizing that it is the universe co-creating with you on an individual level. Okay, Amantha, an individual level, the signs, the synchronicities, the dreams, the feelings, the nudges, these are all personal to you, nobody else. Okay. So it's important to take note of them and to honor those things as real, evidential experiences. Okay. Let's just take that for what it is. However, these are the two cards that fell for you, Amantha: a telephone and a sticky web. All right. So this indicates to me that you might have some people in your circle or in your family or even at work that you confide in or you just talk to or share information with, but sometimes that information can get distorted down the line. Okay, this sticky web can be outright weaving tales and stories of what I want you to believe is really going on with me, but that's not really the truth. I just want to appear like I have it all together, or maybe I want to appear like I'm a victim. Okay, I don't know who you're talking to, Amantha, but this could be somebody who wants to spin a real tale to you about poor them, but it's really a bunch of nonsense. And maybe you're all ruffled and you want to go avenge this person. But, there are so many sides to the story. Theirs, and the truth. Okay, I feel like you're not really getting true stories here. And I want to say to you that the people who tell you big giant stories are the same people who tell your stories to other people, even if you don't want them to share it. Okay, Amantha, as you're having these new and fantastical experiences with extraterrestrials or with your spirit guidance team, whatever this is for you, I don't suggest that you share this with the regular old folks that you've been talking to, because I really feel like they will they will put it in the toilet, and then you will feel like you're a crazy person and you should just give all that up and never talk again about it. Don't let anyone else squash your truth. Okay, and when you have things that like, I just really feel like this this group or whatever this is of people, or maybe this is one person, you would know who this is in your life. This could be family members, you know what I mean, who have always been that way and that's just how they are and whatever. You know who you can share this with and who you cannot. Okay. And that even extends to your partner. Okay. If you don't feel like you can share the truth about some kind of experiences with your partner for fear of shame or embarrassment, then hold that as your own partner, sister, mother, friend, important connection in your life. Okay. I feel like some things are meant to be shared, other things are meant to be integrated within you. You don't have to be telling everybody everything because they won't necessarily understand it. They have their own framework and perception of life that does not look at things the same way that you do. Okay. And I feel like these people don't have the same quality of integrity that you do either. Sorry, just got to say it. As I say that, I'm in so much pain right here below my left ribs, honey. So if you know somebody who has some kind of a stomach issue or something like this, that's who I'm talking about. If not, it feels like just somebody who is very close to you, somebody who matters a lot. Thank you so much, Samantha, for letting me read for you. I'm going to disconnect from you. All right. So I've got one more person on my list here, but I'm still doing a couple of free readings. Leslie Ann Tellett Bridge. Thank you for those stars, honey. I do receive 1 penny per star. They do all add up and they help me to pay for these snazzy graphics and everything else. So thank you for that. Yes, Samantha, I didn't want to say that, but you can say that. I don't like to put everyone's business out there, and I don't want to say, oh, it's the partner. That's because then if I say that, then, but if you want to say that, I'll say validation. Yes, I second that. My rib indicates partner to me. Okay. Someone very important. Leslie Ann Tellett Bridge. All right, let me settle in with your energy, Leslie. Leslie, have you got a Rottweiler? Because in my mind's eye, as I'm connecting in with your energy, I see like a Rottweiler and it's on a leash and like it's pulling against the leash. And I also see a baby there. So I wonder if you don't have one now. No, but a dog that thinks she's one. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I have a dog that thinks she's one. That's interesting. How about in spirit, sweetie? Any kind of a big dog, like a Rottweiler type dog in spirit? Maybe when you were a kid. Truth. Yes, my granddaughter. Okay, then. So you've got a dog that thinks it's a Rottweiler, but your granddaughter's 4 months old, and that's the baby I'm seeing there. Okay, well, I'm in your field then. So I see the dog, how important it is to you. No, a Jack Russell, small one. Okay, then let's just continue forward. You've got a dog with you. Thinks she's a Rottweiler. You've got the baby. No worries. What is this about then? Important people in your life. That's interesting. Leslie, this is very interesting here now. She's like my baby, the little dog I have. Okay, that's good. Yes, I actually feel like there's a certain this is interesting, like a certain what is this? This is what I feel, Leslie. Like if you're going to take your dog somewhere with you and she can't go in, you're not going to go in. I know that sounds kind of silly. I mean, but I'm sure you can understand this. I feel like you and your dog are like peers. You know what I mean? Like if she can't come, I ain't coming. Like I feel that kind of thing. And I also feel like that can hold you back from some stuff. I just want to say this right now. OMG, yes, she says. So I do feel like some things you do need to experience, even if she cannot go. Okay, they're above her classification, if you will. All right, so it's important not to bow out of things that, would be humanly good for you. I don't know. I just want to say this. That's very interesting to me. I feel like, do you use her as an excuse to skip things? I'll just say, I don't know. Would you rather spend time with your dog than go have coffee with the girls or whatever this could be? I kind of you feel like, I use these things as an excuse to, not have to go, whatever that is, like, oh, I'm not going to come, I got my dog at home or whatever this could be. Yes, definitely. I'm glad you can understand this because spirit is bringing me to those little teeny tiny omissions. Brick wall is the card. Okay. And look, remember, she's not a Rottweiler. However, in my clairvoyant vision, she's got this big giant energy and she can just, tug against that leash and do what she wants because she's got this huge personality that thinks she's a freaking Rottweiler. I feel like she thinks she's your sister, best friend. We're equals, girl. Like you're not my mom. You're not above me. My cat is the same way. She feels like we're the same, we're the same. So, yes, what I want to say to you is this: it's not the dog dictating her life, but it's her kind of using the dog as an excuse to miss out on things. Okay, stay away from things, whatever this is. Okay, and it might be a legitimate reason, maybe not an excuse. Maybe I can't come because my dog's going to chew up everything. Okay, spirit is saying no more of this. You cannot allow her to prevent you from going to experience things, and you cannot use her as an excuse to not go. Okay, I apologize to say it like that to you, but when we use the excuse, oh, I can't go because of this, I can't go because of that, and it's not necessarily like true, then that's just a little layer of untruth sprinkled around our life. Okay, no is a better answer than no and a lie. Okay, no, I'm not coming. No, I'm not coming because I'm sick in bed with the flu and this, that, whatever. Okay, so just no flat without any fluff on top of it is so much better than crafting a beautiful lie. And I do say that the things that you're allowing yourself to miss out on are vital, girl. What are you thinking? Spirit wants to say to you, please watch yourself and abstain if you feel like you need to, but start saying yes to some of those things. Okay, start branching out in some of those ways and in some of those areas so that you can shake up those patterns of being chained to this, chained to that, whatever, and experience some of those great things because I feel like those are going to complement your life. Those are going to feed your soul. Those are going to boost you up, and you don't even know about it. You're missing out on experiences that are so enriching for you, and you don't know. So I'm glad we're here to talk about it, and I'm glad that you now know and have awareness, and you can embrace those new experiences instead of hiding behind your dog. I love you. I dropped all my cards and I'm picking them up now. I'm glad it makes sense to you. Thank you for letting me read for you, sweetheart. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you, honey. And I have Dina. Ooh, Dina. Dina has got herself a bone casting reading. Ooh, ooh. Here we go. Let's do this one for you. All right. Which way? This way. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, be sure to follow my page so that you don't miss anything from me. I added all of my events in there, guys. So now I have events scheduled for November and December, and you can find me on Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays right here on my page. Today's a special event because it's Halloween. So Dina, I'm going to go ahead and ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only. I'm going to rummage around here in my bone box. Okay. Okay. And if my boyfriend is around, a message. Your boyfriend in spirit? Wow. Holy smokes. Whoa. All right, Dina, let's talk about this real quick. Okay. So on this one, this is my chicken foot. And this one represents the darker energy. See the skull here? This one represents the darker, more challenging energies. Okay. And so this one's on this side of the reading. This one represents the more positive energies, okay, to embrace as far as timeline goes. See how this one's more light, more positive. So when I have these here, it's crazy. This one with the skull has this, it's a magenta colored rib bone. It's not a rib bone, my bad, but it signifies a romantic partnership. Okay, this one right here literally signifies the romantic partnership, and it's on this side with the the more challenging energies of your spread. And I truly believe that's just incredible that you're like, yes, my boy, I know, right? This is the one right here, the romantic partner bone. That's what this is, and it's over here on this side, and right here in the middle is the pocket watch. Time is an illusion. And it's right in the middle. Time is separating you, right? But you are not separated. He is there in your auric field. He is available to you all the time, even though he's no longer in his physical body. He's closer to you than he ever has been. It's almost like he's a part of you now, if you will. I feel his energy as very cool, Dina. Settle into your own energy right now, darling. And take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just settle in. Gosh, I feel very, very cold on the tops of my thighs and kind of around my midsection here. So swear I believe that. I want to believe he's here always. He is there always. He is there always. Leslie, thank you. I'll add you to the list, darling. Leslie on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. He's there with you. This time is in the middle now and leaning towards this side of the spread with the positive and the light side of the spread. Okay. Time is in the middle. That's crazy. These ones here. Now, this bone indicates your thoughts. Okay. Your thoughts. This blue one is your thoughts. And being that it's laying this way, it's about thinking up and thinking positively. Okay. Dina, very important to envision positive outcomes, to spend time in positive mental landscapes. Okay. Spirit is telling me right now to remind you to check the landscape of your mind several times throughout the day, and to make sure that you're shifting your thoughts to think upward. Okay, to think expansion, connection, positivity, love, this kind of thing. With this rune here, which is actually the destiny rune, there is no marking on this rune. It's the only rune that has no marking because it doesn't need any. All open possibilities are available to you if you can think of it. If you can decide to put your mind in that direction, to put your attention in that direction, your feet will follow, your heart will follow, and you have things available to you as long as you decide that you want to do that. That's the thing. You have to decide. It has to be a decision, sweetheart. You can decide not to and just sit in that energy, and then that will be what it is. Okay? But Spirit is saying here with your reading that you have the ability to make big, giant change in your life now. The last one that fell here is the dice, and it fell on the number 4. And I feel like that's within 4 months. Okay. Within 4 months, What's on your mind, Dina? What is on your mind to start a new path, a new venture, a new train of thought, something that you're thinking towards, something that you're thinking of moving towards? I don't feel like you've really taken steps in that direction yet, but it's available to you for you to do that. And as soon as you start taking a step in one direction, in that direction, as soon as you take a step, I feel like things are going to kind of open up to you almost like effortlessly. You're going to step, and then here's another one, and here's this option, and here's this, and it's going to line up and make sense. Okay, that's what I see. It's going to make sense. The direction that you're moving in, the actions that you're taking that support that will make sense to you, Dina. And within 4 months, I see big change, big change. And also, April. Is the month of April a special month for you? I did not, Danielle. I feel like it's important to clear up that headspace, Dina. I feel like that is where a lot of the heaviness is at. And I want to say to you that everything is in the past except for right now. Everything is in the past except for right now. Okay. And right now, you have no worries. I feel like things are opening up for you, Dina. They will be. Okay. You see this. The time is in the middle. The new thoughts, the new path is going to be opening up. And within 4 months, I feel like you're sitting in a whole different vibe. Okay. It's about being willing to move in a certain direction. Non action is a choice, and non action gets you in the same scenario tomorrow. Okay. Not that the scenario is bad, but progress and expansion beats stagnancy. Dina, that is what Spirit wants me to say to you at this time. And I feel like meditation, girl, you've got all the time in the world to meditate. Wow. I said, you've got all the time in the world. There is no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. I'm going to read that for you from your boyfriend. Come in close with me. Boy, my head is just not feeling great. My neck. I asked him to come in close with me. My neck is killing me all of a sudden. Oh my gosh. My neck is killing me all of a sudden. My head hurts. My kidneys feel not great. My throat now, as him, did he have like a throat or neck issue? Like I'm really feeling this very strongly. A lot of pain here into the shoulder, the back of the neck. Or is this you? Let me read this for you, honey. Dina, there is no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. And look at that lovely rose in the hourglass. That lovely rose. It's your neck. So he's telling me that he knows that your neck hurts. That's why I feel this. I'm calling him in. Come close to me. And he's bringing me all this pain. He's saying her neck hurts. I see this. I'm right here, baby. I am right here with you. It's like I never left. That's interesting. He's bringing me into the vertebrae of your neck even. Like it seems like, I don't know. Metal in neck and collarbone. Holy smokes. I'm like, it seems like something weird. And then I see that there. Wow. Metal in neck and collarbone. Holy smokes. Yeah. He's showing me that your neck vertebrae, it looks really weird. Like that's crazy. Thank you for that validation there. Wow. That's incredible, Dina. Life is short. It's true. And it's even shorter from my heavenly vantage point, where the entire human lifespan seems to pass more quickly than the blink of an eye. So I'm happy to be with you for the rest of your life because I love you and because time is in abundance here. We don't measure time as you do because time is a figment of the physical world. On earth, it is used to compare past, present, and future. Where I am now, only the present exists for all eternity. And my love and care for you is also timeless and eternal. timeless and eternal, like the tattoo. A tattoo, Dina. He's bringing up a tattoo. What are you giving me? He is putting earbuds on, honey. He's putting earbuds in my ears here, and he's wanting you have a 4-leaf clover tattoo. And he knows about this, and he loves you. And the tattoo lasts forever. And what is that last thing? Oh, I lost it. Oh, okay. Like putting a hood over your head and putting on some earbuds and just listening to music and kind of staring out the window, you know. I see like it's raining outside and I'm listening to music and I'm just kind of watching, but I'm not really watching what's going on. I really feel like he's encouraging you to listen to that music. I feel like there are special songs that mean something to you and him. He's showing me like a cassette tape Walkman. You know what I mean? Like the old cassette tape Walkmans. I feel like, did you ever have a mixtape or a certain cassette tape that just meant something to you? He's bringing me to that music and how important that is. We love to listen to music. Absolutely. And he's with you when you're listening to music. And this card, oh, wow. This is the card for you from the angel cards here. The card is prayer, Dina. No matter how difficult the situation may seem, all is possible. Ask. We are listening. Dina, this is your card here. No matter how difficult the situation may seem, all is possible. Ask. We are listening. And I do feel that Spirit is encouraging you to meditate, to tune in to the voice of your past loved one, of your boyfriend on the other side. He's reaching towards you. He's with you all the time. I feel chills as I say that. Call him in and ask him to show himself to you. Ask him to give you definitive evidence of his presence. And sit in that quiet energy and wait and see what happens. Something will shift in the environment. If you don't see something in your mind's eye or hear his voice in your head, that's how it works. You might see him pop into your mind's eye and think, did I just make you up because I was thinking about you? Figure that out. Did you grab his image and pull it into your mind, or did it show up there? Okay. These are little tiny ways that we can discern what is going on. Now, even if you didn't see something or hear something, maybe you felt something or sensed something, the atmosphere will change and your body will sense it if you pay attention. You have made my night. Thank you so much. I will ask and meditate. I thought I was foolish believing it. He sends signs. You are not foolish. This is validation to you of the signs. Yes, he does. And you are ready for that one-on-one communication. Believe in yourself. Believe in him. Believe in the love that the two of you share. That is the link and the ticket to deepening and strengthening the new form of communication that you guys have. Dina, that is for you, darling. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at these. And I got another on my list. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Get myself sit up now. Leslie. See? Yes, ma'am, Dina. I told you and laughed. You weren't expecting that. You weren't trying to hear him. It just happened. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, past loved ones who show up because the love never dies. Thank you, Dina, for sharing that with us. That is exactly how it happens. Good for you, girl. That makes my day. I've got chills and goosebumps for you. That makes my day. You're welcome, honey. Thank you. And you guys, these are just little blips of readings. And I am available for private sessions. Some things are more private in nature, you know. And if you would like to connect with me privately, I am available for that. My links are in your description box. I won't reach out to you or ask you to contact me or send me money or any weird stuff. Only scammers do that. If you want to connect with me, my link is in your description box and you can make that first move by connecting with me. Leslie, Miss Leslie has a $20 Halloween spread. Leslie, I'm going to ask your higher self to step right in here for messages of your greatest and highest good only. You guys are the best. Thank you. 1, 2. Wow. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all the love. Thank you for all the love. That matters to me. You guys are so awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. And if you're not in my Vibe Tribe, please join my Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. It's more of me for free. We do all kinds of cool stuff in there. I would love to have you. That link is also in your description box. Now, Leslie, I'm with you, darling. So good to see you, dear. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. Now, you, current energy, the costume. The costume that you are wearing is the Nine of Wands here. Now, the Nine of Wands feels very guarded. Okay, this person has their back against the wall. Okay, and they feel kind of under attack, kind of like they don't really see eye to eye with people and they're having to defend their position at this time. Okay, but on the inside, this may be kind of how you're feeling. Okay, maybe you're just defensive, keeping people at a distance, kind of making sure of what's going on before you proceed. You can see that she feels like she's really got to be on the alert here. Okay, so on the inside, I don't really trust what's going on. Okay, that's what I see here with costume. Now, the mask. The mask is what others are seeing from you. The Two of Wands here. You know what? I'll just bounce. All right. That's what I see here. On the inside, I'm feeling kind of like my back is against the wall. I'm feeling a little bit defensive here. I'm not liking that I have to, feel this way. There's an uptightness here. A lack of relaxation here that is not natural to you. I'll say that right now, Leslie. I feel like it's not natural to you. So I feel like this is some kind of a bravado here. I'm acting out. Guess what? I'll leave. I'll just go do something else. I'll make that happen. I don't care. The Two of Wands is about another path. You know what? If this one, I've reached a dead end, I'm at my wit's end with whatever's going on here, I'm going to just do something differently. Okay? Whatever. This is inside of you. Okay, I just want to say that inside of you, you might feel defensive. You might feel triggered. Okay, you might feel unsupported in some ways. You're like you're duking it out alone. You know, you're going through life alone in some ways, but on the outside, it does not show. On the outside, it looks like you have a plan. Okay, I'll just say that, whether you do or whether you don't. You're definitely showing the world like you have a plan. I'm taking this with a grain of salt, and I've got this in my hand. You see the person has a globe in their hand. Check it out. I'm not phased. I'm going to do what I want with this. Okay, that's what I see, and that's pretty good energy to have there. Glad it makes sense. Now, what's haunting you from the past? Major Arcana card number 8, the Strength. This haunts you, girl. You're a strong person. Sometimes we don't want to have to be strong anymore. You know what I mean? This is a strong person. But I thought those days were behind me. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to be strong anymore. I don't want to have to be strong anymore. Or maybe my walls have been up and I have been that fierce protector, and that's what I'm supposed to be now forever. Okay, that could be a pigeonhole right there. I do feel that, well, I'm a strong person and this is who I am, and I can never let my guard down, and I can never be vulnerable, and I can never cry at a movie, or that's just not the case. Okay, so do not let the strength of your past hold you back from experiencing anything necessary today. Okay, you don't have to be strong unless, you decide to activate that strength within yourself to deal with whatever circumstances come your way. Okay, I feel like this, I just want to say real quick, Leslie, this strength that is haunting you from the past, I feel like there's a vulnerability within you now. Okay. I feel like there is a vulnerability within you, and it can be challenging to allow that to settle in. And maybe in the past you've pushed people away, or you've been that strong brave person, and now it's expected of you, or you expect it of yourself. Maybe now it's coming back to bite you because you did keep everyone at a distance, and now they think you're this gruff tough person instead of the warm nougaty center that's going on inside of you. You know what I mean? That can kind of throw a wrench in your program, and I feel something like this as well. Self-protection mechanism. Okay, but haunting you from the past, people think you're so damn strong, they think that you can make it through a blizzard. Okay, but you don't want to have to. You don't want to have to. So how do you remedy that? How do you rest in peace? How do you lay that whatever's haunting you, how do you lay it to rest with the rest in peace card? Major Arcana card 0 to full. So you're going to combat this major energies with this major energy of newness, of adventure, of being carefree. I don't have to be strong. I just need to be ready. I need to be prepared. I need to go have fun. I need to be willing to feel vulnerable if this is a new emotion for me. I need to be willing to show that vulnerability with the people who matter if this is a new emotion for me. And I need to be able to tuck that away, because I feel how, right now you might be kind of feeling a little vulnerable and it's all inside and nobody knows, and that's okay. This too shall pass. You get to decide what direction your life is going. This Two of Wands, it's in your hands. So let it be something great. You know what I mean? You don't just have to end up somewhere else. Um, Yes, I am still accepting donations at this time. If you would like to donate, Diana on YouTube, thank you. This is the last person on my list at this time. And Leslie, I'm glad you're feeling me here. All right, so let's go to your trick or challenge. Okay, the trick, Queen of Pentacles. This is funny. Somebody else had this earlier as their trick and their challenge as well. Queen of Pentacles is about somebody who financially has themselves together. Okay, this is somebody who doesn't have to worry too much about their finances. They're self-sustainable. They can rely on their own finances, and they can make their own means, uh, meet their own needs in life. Okay, I feel that the challenge is not meeting your own needs, but the challenge is others feeling like you can meet their needs as well. Okay, that's what I feel, because the Queen of Pentacles can take care of herself, but still be herself in the process, because she knows that nobody else pays her bills. Nobody else makes or breaks her in some kind of a way. Okay, she can be authentic and empowered and completely herself. Okay, she doesn't have the fear hanging over her head that someone's going to take the food out of her mouth if she steps out of line or something like this. Okay, but I do feel that the challenge here is wanting to support everybody else, wanting to fix everybody else's problems as well, because you know that you can take care of yours. But when you begin to fix everyone else's problems, then they, kind of cling to you for just that. Hey, you're the one who fixes all my problems with your money or your great ideas or your time or your advice. And I'm going to get that from you. I'm going to get that from you. So the challenge here is sustaining yourself, being authentic, and not overgiving to other people who don't deserve it. Yes, the leeches, right? And the strength, the treat that you have is the 10 of Cups here. The 10 of Cups is your strength, meaning you have a quality of emotional fulfillment that is unchangeable. Okay, let's just hold on to that, because not everybody has that. Okay, so I want to say to you, Leslie, you have a certain quality within you of contentment, satisfaction. Okay, with the quality of your life, or at least with who you are, okay, and what you're up to, what you're doing, this, that. That is not something that everyone has, okay? And I do want to say that we can all have a sense of self, okay, a sense of self. But to find your sense of self that is anchored into such a bright, positive, optimistic frequency that is not so swayed by outer circumstances, okay, is quite rare. And yes, this is recorded. You can find all of these on the replay right here on my page, the same place you're seeing it at, Dina. So what I want to say to you, Leslie, is that, other people, okay, I'm not trying to compare you, but for instance, other people might, experience some things in life and it really brings them down, okay, and then it takes them time to come back up and feel like they're themselves again and capable to go, move through life again, etc. However, they're showing me with this card here, and your spirit team is telling me that you have a certain thread that is not changeable. It's quite unfazed, okay, and it's a lovely energy to really hold on to within yourself, that anchor of contentment with your life that you can find even when circumstances are challenging. Okay, that is the key here. That is your strength. Your strength is that and so much more. In that, you know how to make people feel loved. And ultimately, in this universe, in this dimension here, like on some level, every being wants to be loved, okay? Wants to feel loved, valued, special. Leslie, you have the ability to touch that part of people when you connect with them and make them feel seen, make them feel valued, make them feel loved, okay? And I really feel like I want to tell you that whatever strength you exhibited in the past didn't ruin or tarnish a future of healthy vulnerability and compassion for yourself. Okay. If these are people who expect you to be this way, they'll realize you're not that way anymore. Okay. It's as simple as that. You don't have to put yourself in any cookie cutter kind of a mold and have to fit in this way, that way, the other way. I say to you this: the people that are illuminated by your kindness will stick around and will return that kind of kindness and loving vibration to you in whatever way is appropriate for their relationship to you. And if that is not the case, then you will be aware of those kinds of dissonant energies moving away from your life. And that would also be a healthy blessing. That is what I have for you, Leslie. Thank you for letting me read for you, darling. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you. And Diana on YouTube, yes, ma'am, I got you down. Thank you for that. Uh-oh. Hold on. Now I've lost my broadcast. There I am. All right. Aw, happy Halloween, Laura. We miss you too, girl. Thank you for being here. All right, Diana on YouTube, I've got you, girl. Let me just write your name down. And Diana has ordered herself a $20. Let's see. Sounds good, Leslie. Talk to you then. Beautiful. Okay. Diana on YouTube has ordered herself a $20 Halloween spread. Diana, I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading. Whoop. For messages of your greatest and highest good only. Ah. That's interesting. Diana on YouTube, are you in separation from your twin flame right now? We'll get to your cards, don't worry. I just feel like that could be something here. Let's get with this. Diana, The costume, which is the current energy that you are embodying at this time. You've got the Five of Cups. No, deciding whether I should end it. Okay. Very, very good to know. Hmm. What is actually a twin flame? Okay. So, really quickly, I appreciate your feedback there. Thank you, Diana. Really quickly, I will answer that question about what a twin flame is. So, in this dimension, we all incarnate here. Sometimes in groups of people, same souls will incarnate into the same kinds of families, okay? Because we have a resonance and we like to experience this dimension together, okay? So, those would be soul family. And soul family, soul mates, if you will. They don't have to be family members. They don't have to be mates. In fact, our soulmates can be friends, romantic partners, family members. We can have soulmates who are our boss at work. We can have soulmates who are pets, okay? People who play a pivotal role in our life or have a close connection to us at some point or another usually are some form of soulmate, okay? And there's multiple soulmates in this dimension. However, if you believe in the concept of pre-incarnation, there is your soul, okay? And then there is the theory that as a soul decides to incarnate, at the very last step, it splits into two different souls, which would be the divine counterpart of one another during this life experience, and that would be the twin flame. Okay, there are only one other of the twin flame if you believe in the twin flame connection. Not everybody believes, but I do say twin flame connections can be very heightened, emotionally charged. They can be very healing connections. They can be very traumatic connections and abusive connections, all right? Because sometimes we're not ready for that connection, or they aren't ready for us, or whatever the case is here. However, soulmate connections are also equally as valuable for our growth, our healing, our evolution, for the learning of our lessons. And in fact, you can find very deep partnership bonds that are soulmate bonds and not necessarily twin flame bonds. Okay. So that is, in a nutshell, basically what the concept of twin flame and soulmates are, because there are different things. How do you know if twin flame or not? There are a lot of different signs that can point you to the realization of your twin flame connection. If you're interested in, learning about that, there are a lot of different videos on YouTube that cover the topic. I do say anything that you research on the internet, get a plethora of information. Watch many different things from many different people, because so many different people have various opinions, and you have to run it by your internal truth meter to find out what feels like truth for you in your life and your reality. Okay. So I definitely suggest that you explore twin flame counterparts. Okay. I don't really want to go into a whole big old detail, but basically the counterparts will mirror one another, kind of like we're the same, but we're different. Okay. They say opposites attract, but there are things that are the same with us, right? It's like it's like another person that is the same as you, but in a different body almost. And then there are other things that are opposite from one another. That's the twin flame aspect, where maybe they love mushrooms and you hate mushrooms, that kind of thing. But we both love to ride our bikes together, this kind of thing. The twin flame relationships can also be, see, I'm not prepared to explain this. Now I know, Danielle, that I should create my own little video that explains it exactly how I want to say it. You know what I mean? So thank you for the good questions. I do appreciate that. So I do want to say, twin flame relationships, a lot of times they're heightened, they're intense, they're emotional. You can feel a very close connection really fast. You can feel like we've known each other for years. We all just share. It's so easy to share everything we've ever with each other. And there can be a lot of healing in those areas, because you're only as healed as your twin flame is. And if you have traumas and stuff, it comes to the surface, because now I'm in this deep, committed, emotional relationship, whether you're committed or not. I can't say. Some twin twin flames, I mean, there's a common consensus about runners and chasers, okay? Because those emotions can get so heightened that something happens, one runs, or the circumstances can separate you, okay? And then you've got that runner and chaser dynamic where I want to be with you, but we can't be together. I don't want to be with you. You're too much for me. Oh, please, let's work this out. There's a push and a pull, and twin flame relationships can be very, very sticky, but they can also be very, very healing, especially if you are embarking on your spiritual journey and you're able to, share that with your twin flame in some way, even energetically by raising your vibration. It helps them to raise theirs. But I do say this to you guys, twin flame relationships, Spirit wants me to say this right now, twin flame relationships, although some people, oh, I just want to find my twin flame. I can't wait. I just can't wait. I want my twin flame. I'll never have everything will pale in comparison unless I can find that. It's not the truth, okay? Sometimes twin flame relationships can turn up to be abusive. They really can. And then that trauma bonding can happen. Guys, we talked about trauma bonding earlier. I have this intense connection. I love this person very much, but we hurt each other. Somehow, some way we're emotionally or mentally abusive to each other, sometimes physically abusive. Sometimes twin flames must be separated for their own health and well-being. Okay, because neither are healed enough to tolerate the company of one another. All right. Spirit wants me to say right now that if you can find a beautiful, healthy, harmonious connection, it doesn't matter if it's a soulmate or a twin flame. If it is beautiful and healthy and harmonious and right for you at that time, then that is something to embrace with your whole heart. You don't need labels. Let me get with you, Diana, on YouTube. I'm here with you, I promise. Good to know, honey. So 5 of Cups, current costume. This is inside of you. What do I feel like inside? What's going on? 5 of Cups. I'm feeling kind of sad. All right. The 5 of Cups is kind of regretting some things. Okay. I'm kind of focused on the past. I'm a little bit focused on the letdowns, the things, the shortcomings, like all of these things can snowball until all of a sudden we're sitting in this whole big old sea of despair where yesterday wasn't great. Last week wasn't so great. And today's not looking so good either because I can't get over all this shit that's been going on. Okay. That's what I feel here with this 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups really indicates that you have power in your now moment today, but unfortunately, your emotions are clouded and some of that power is being lost to whatever this scenario is within you. Okay? I'm upset. I'm upset, period. Bottom line. Definitely stuck, not sure who I need to be with. Okay. So let's get there, girl. Now, what is the mask? The face that you're showing others? Page of Cups, okay? Youthful energy, new youthful vibrations. Let's do something new. Let's play a game. Let's have some fun. Why are you so serious all the time? Let's be kind of lighthearted. Okay, so I see here that inside you're kind of feeling heavy, but on the outside you're like, let's be lighthearted, guys. Let's come together and do something fun. Let's have some family time. Let's play. Maybe this is you even feeling a little bit ill-equipped to deal with these emotions that you're feeling inside of yourself. Like, I don't feel like I'm an adult right now. I don't want to have to deal with life and all this stuff. I can feel how this one can be that. Okay. Thank you, Cammie. I'll add you to the list, honey. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. So yes, I'm glad that makes sense to you, Diana. Yes. I feel like I just want to play right now. Let's color. Let's, work in the garden. Let's do something that's not so serious because I just can't adult at this time. Now, what is haunting you from the past? Major Arcana card number 19, the Sun. And in that Sun card, one of those 3 individuals is pregnant. The Sun indicates to me marriage. It could be marriage. It could be happiness, hopefulness, being open to whatever blessings the universe has to offer you. This is a period of peace, of abundance, of prosperity, but this is haunting you from the past. I feel like the past might have been better than the now. Okay, but we're regretting the past. This is more recent past. Okay, this is a further past that is haunting you because you know that life can be so much better than what you're living in right now. One way or another, you know that it can be. So how do you put this to rest? How do you put this to rest? Three of Wands is a card for you, and Three of Wands indicates distance. Wow. Distance and separation. So if this is not available to you any longer and you're stuck with some like mocked up copy of a copy of a copy of what this used to be, it's okay to distance yourself and reevaluate. It's okay to decide that you signed up for this and this is not what it is anymore. And just because you decide to have some distance, it doesn't mean that means forever. This could be emotional distance for you, just kind of waiting for the right time to have a conversation, waiting for the right time to say, hey, man, remember these days when life was happy? Let's have some of that again. If that's the direction you want things to move in, Diana, but I'm not sure that it is. So you just have to use your own free will and good judgment to decide. Do you want distance or do you want change? And are you able, look, I can't speak. I don't feel like you can speak about it or demand or request this kind of change and cohesion. And if you feel like you don't have a voice to request this kind of change and cohesion, then do you have equal footing in this scenario? If you don't have equal footing in this scenario, then maybe it's not the scenario. You can find equal footing elsewhere and not have to deal with some of this stuff. I'm glad you have the chills, and I'm glad that this resonates with you, darling. I'm glad that you're here to talk about all of this. I do say to you that anything that is divinely meant for you will always be yours, and it will come back to you. Like I was speaking about the dynamics of twin flame, right, or soulmate relationships, whatever. I want to say to you this: if you are in a soulmate or twin flame connection, and maybe you're growing or changing, and your partner is not. Okay. And then you're like frustrated, like, hey, man, what's going on? You know, you're not changing and I want to grow and you're not growing. You're stuck like a lump on a log and I want to grow, whatever. So you're going through this and you decide, you know what? I need to go and grow on my own. And you can stay here and be you. I want to say to you this: if this is yours and meant to be yours, then when you go out and explore and expand and raise your vibe, if this is yours, that vibe will raise until the two of you come back together on a resonant frequency. Okay, sometimes it takes separation for that growth to be encouraged. However, that is not the reason for you doing this. You are doing this for you, not so someone else can change or grow. You are doing whatever you're going to do for the sake of you and living in the circumstances that you find yourself in, making empowered decisions to change those when and if you can, and knowing that the next thing is only temporary. Even this thing is only temporary. And speaking up about how you feel and wanting to have a better life with the people that you're in company with is no sin. And I ask you this, and I'm not saying this callously, but if you speak up about some changes that you would like to see that you feel would improve the quality of life that you and your folks are having, if you want to speak up about this, what is the worst that's going to happen? Is someone going to punch you in the eye, girl? Because if someone's going to punch you in the eye, then that is not the scenario for you. Okay, but if no one's going to punch you in the eye, maybe it's just a little scary to have to talk about these things, to have to enforce these kinds of things. But is it worth it to you? Do you love the connections that you are in that much that you'll have that big scary conversation in an attempt for things to change, to improve in a better way so that you can live in a more tolerable space and the two of you can love each other where you're at in a real way? And I want to say one more thing to you right now from Spirit. Spirit wants me to say this to you. If just take this where it resonates, Diana and anybody else, because I feel like I'm speaking to a couple of people right now. If you are in a partnership and you feel unloved or unappreciated, etc., but you don't necessarily love your partner, like, listen up, guys. Do you love your partner? Are you in love with your partner? I feel in these scenarios, if you can say, I don't feel loved, in all honesty, maybe I'm not quite in love with you either. As you sit, flaws and all, okay? Maybe I'm not in love with you. Maybe you're not loving me either. You are robbing each other and robbing yourselves if you stay together in a connection that is false with no true love between the two of you. Truly robbing yourself of a future and that person of the chance to find someone who will love them the way that they want to be loved. For you to find someone to love you the way that you want to be loved and to return that in a very dynamic way. You deserve that. And that is out there for you and for them, but not as long as you're sitting here playing house, pretending like this is going to be okay for a while. The trick and the challenge is the King of Swords here. King of Swords is the long-term planner of things. Okay, so the King of Swords has the long-term plan in sight. He's wise, he's experienced, he's mastered his thoughts. He doesn't have to get drawn into bullshit. He kind of cuts away the fluff of life. This is a challenge. This is a trick. I feel like you have to know all the answers, Diana. I feel like you're the brains of the operation here, and you've got to make sure you keep everything going, and that can really weigh on you, especially when you're just a regular human person like anybody else and you don't have all the fucking answers. But for some reason, it's on you to do so. That's a challenge and a struggle. And I'll tell you what, you have all the necessary answers that you need to have for your life. Anything else is fluff, nonsense. It's an unnecessary addition. And in fact, I feel like some of this is head games to keep you tied up. Oh, you're the smart one. Can you do this for me? AKA, I'm fucking lazy. Do my shit. That's what I feel, Diana. And I am so sorry to put it out to you like that. But do you see this? I want you to see this. You don't have to comment this, but recognize this in your life when people are using you as a scapegoat. You know how to do this. You're smarter than me. Take care of this. In other words, I'm lazy. Do my stuff for me. No more of that. You are smart and you can take care of your things, and other people have to learn to take care of their things. Diana, teach them. The next time somebody says, you're so smart, you know how to do this. Yeah, come on, I'll teach you. I'll show you how. So next time you don't have to ask me. Next time you can do it all on your own and be smart too. And what is a strength? The treat. That's your trick. This is your treat. You've got the 10 of Pentacles. This is physical security. Okay? 10 of Pentacles can indicate a physical support network, a financial support network, being able to rely on other people to get your needs met. And I'm not saying who that is. All right? I feel like this is a whole other support network, not of people who are saying, can you do all these things for me? Or people who are trying, none of that. Let's talk about this right here. This is other people, trusted family members and friends, people who have your back, someone who you could go sleep on their couch for a couple of weeks until you figured something out. This is your strength, is that you have so many resources available to you, honey. Even if you don't see this, you have people who care about you. All you got to do is let them know. I feel like you could show up on people's doorsteps and they would just take you right in if that was the case. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but what I want to say is whatever that one other thing is in your life, that one other person who matters so much, there are 10 others to step up and help support you in the absence of that. Okay, that's what I want to give you, is there is no one person or one thing that makes or breaks Diana. There are many different things that you can reach toward to see yourself in better spaces, in different spaces that are more in alignment with who you are. That is one more thing I need to say, Diana, is that you're growing and you're changing, and your insides are reacting to your outer environment. Okay. And it feels like stifling. It feels like friction. It feels like irritation. It feels like things are bothering me because your soul is saying, this ain't right, man. This ain't right. Whatever those areas are that are just niggling at you, that's your soul saying this isn't right. There's a dissonant energy. So let me put that very blandly, Diana. Dissonant energy doesn't mean I'm good and you're bad. we don't have to demonize things that we want to leave from our lives. Okay. We can just say, okay, it's a dissonant energy, meaning my vibration is one thing. My energetic frequency, my energetic vibration is like this, and this is like this. And maybe we used to be tolerable, but now I'm changing on some level energetically. And now this feels funny to me because it's just different than my own energy. It doesn't mesh as well anymore. So it's important to understand and recognize when things do not mesh with your energy any longer, and to allow those things to go their separate ways. And you can move along with your business as well without saying, curse that thing. It's horrible. Everybody's got to know. I'm leaving it in the dust. Don't ever look back. It doesn't have to be so dramatic. It can just be, you know what? I'm distancing myself. We've been fading away for a while. I'm just going to let it go. And I don't have to think that's a bad thing. It's just not right for me at this time. And I feel like you don't have to figure out all the answers. You can lean to some of these other resources, people in your lives, agencies, even government agencies. I'm not a huge advocate for the government. However, I feel like there are some resources that could potentially help you in some of the areas where you find you need some assistance to make your life more smooth. Diana, that's what I have for you. Thank you for letting me read for you, darling. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So let's move forward. I have Cami. Cami. Okay, Cami will be my last guaranteed reading. Cami, I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading with me for messages of your greatest and highest good only. Here. I knew that one was coming out. I saw that a couple of times as I was shuffling, and I thought that is going to come out, the Star card. Ooh. All right, Cami. Got your 6 cards. Let me just sip my water. Cami, the costume, what are you embodying at this time? You've got the 7 of Cups here. So the 7 of Cups is about kind of having some options on your plate, okay? So I'm sitting here and I'm kind of evaluating a couple of different scenarios in my life, some pathways I could take, maybe some projects that I want to lean into, whatever the case is. This is you evaluating your options, all right? Could even be it could be personal or business, okay? But you at the drawing board trying to decide what is the next best step for you, or the next best use of your time, your effort, your energy, even your money, okay? 7 of Cups is truly a great card to have. However, I want to say to you that logical decisions thank you. Yes, I've got to go see my grandkids after this, and I hope they're still awake. So the 7 of Cups is you cannot make a logical decision. Okay. This is about listening to your inner knowing when deciding on a certain avenue or a path. Okay. When you're fiddling around with some options in your mind, or, let it sit in your heart a little bit. I want to say to you, Cami, let it land in your heart and see how you feel about that option, because sometimes your body will speak volumes. When you start to entertain things, you feel sick to your stomach, you get a headache. Those are not good options for you if they affect you in that way. Okay. But when you're entertaining things and you get excited and you go, oh, that sounds kind of like something that I would like to do, that kind of thing, then you know that, you should follow those kinds of threads. You've got to listen to your emotions on things, because on paper, it might seem like a great decision, but in your heart of hearts, I don't really like that. Okay. You've got to listen to the intuition above all else. That's your costume. This is your mask. The mask is what you're showing to others at this time. Major Arcana card number 17, the Star. The Star is about having that untethered faith, hope, belief in the outcome that you desire. So I feel a bravado in this card, I must say. Like, I know everything's going to be fine. We don't have to worry about this at all. Cami, I feel like you are putting on that face like, oh yeah, it's in the bag. We're good. No big deal. Everything's solid. But inside, I don't feel like it's so solid. I feel like, oh, things are up in the air a little bit. I'm not quite exactly sure, but I do trust that the divine has me protected. I do trust that I'm following the right path and the right steps, and I do trust that it will take me to the right places. Now, what's haunting you from the past? Four of Wands here. Four of Wands is happy home, celebration, people getting along, togetherness. Haunting you from the past. Maybe a time when the household was a little bit smoother. A time when there was more companionship, more cohesion. Everybody did their part. Everyone did their chores or took care of their business or whatever this is, Cami. This Four of Wands. The father of your kids. Are you in separation? It's been chaotic. Ooh. We were talking about twin flames. Were you here when we said that? Okay, so for once, haunting from the past is that there was a time when we got along a lot better, when the house was smoother, when there weren't so many problems all up in the air, and when things were cool, right? So this is haunting you, the better times of the past, that now that you've been going through some chaos, some turbulence, right? So what can you do to lay it to rest? This rest in peace is the Three of Pentacles card here. The Three of Pentacles card literally means if you want people to work well together, you've got to get them working together. Okay. You've got to sit down at the drawing board with everyone who's involved and say, listen here, guys, we all have a part to play in this thing. And I need you to do this. And then you're going to do your part and you're going to do this. And we're all going to mind our P's and Q's so that the household can flow smoothly. Okay. This is sitting down with the father of your kids and having a big boy discussion about, what's going on and his role in your life and in their lives, teaching them how to be productive people by witnessing the two of you together and the two of you separately. You've got to have that initiative. Okay, there's an aspect of initiative in this card, Cami. Like, I'm not going to sit with the circumstances of what is going on and going to take an actionable role in getting everyone on board so that we're all moving in the same direction with each other. Okay, because we're a team. Get everyone on your team, okay? And if you need to say, listen here, family, there's a whole world full of people out there who don't give a shit about any of us, but we care about us and we have each other's backs no matter what. So let's get with the program and get ourselves moving in the right direction. What is the trick or the challenge here? The Eight of Swords, sweetheart. The Eight of Swords is about feeling restricted or confined by your circumstances. I dare say by the father of your kids. All right. I just want to say this. Sometimes people who all have their own free will and act however they act, you're fighting for the custody of your kids. Okay, gotcha. Well, getting everyone on board with the plan is crucial, and spending that time with them one-on-one is crucial. The time that you have with them, having that plan, following it through, sticking to the goal, walking in that direction, and not entertaining anything that does not align with you getting those kids back. Period. Bottom line, it's a waste of your time, effort, or energy. Okay. Of course, you're going to want to do things that you need to do for you, like enjoy your Starbucks or watch your favorite shows or dance in the living room with your music to just feel like you're alive and happy and hopeful and you have things going on. Most definitely. But ultimately, does that add to you getting custody of your kids? Yes, because it feeds your soul. It raises your vibration. It makes you a happier, better person. And that is in alignment with you getting the custody of your children or keeping that custody of your children. Listen here, Eight of Swords. This is being restricted or confined by your circumstances, by what other people have put on your plate, by what they think of you, by how they'll act if you act a certain way. So you decide to freeze and not do shit. This is the challenge, darling. The challenge is, can you see? She's not even tied up. She just thinks that she is. That rope's just wrapped a few times around her arms. She's blindfolded. She knows there's swords that have her pinned in, so she's just not moving at all. But in fact, If she just opened her arms, that string would fall away. She could remove the blindfold. She could stand up and make her way right out in between those swords. There are no threats to her. The only threat is her sitting there and accepting all of these limitations that are put on her. So recognizing where those limitations are coming from, outside of yourself or even from within yourself. Sometimes we can restrict ourselves. No way, I can't do that. I'll never be able to do that. This is so hard. Recognizing where you might have these false limiting beliefs or false limitations or real limitations that you can overcome by simply deciding to remove yourself from that scenario or that connection. Realizing when your hands are really tied and when they're not. That is a trick. That is a challenge. Now, what is your strength, honey? Your treat? Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is literally, I can create a new life for myself. I'm sitting in this energy and it's in my hand, but I really want this one too. So I'm juggling a couple different things to make my reality what I want it to be. I'm willing to do that double time. I'm willing to go that extra mile. I'm ready to keep going. I see this infinity symbol. Like I will do what it takes. I'm on the clock. I'm setting my alarms. I'm keeping my schedule because all of these things are so important to me that I'm going to rise up and out of this scenario and into the next thing that I have created for myself and my kids. This is about being a healthier version of yourself. The best version of yourself, choosing the high road, choosing the better way to live, the better way to be, and believing in that for yourself and your children. Spirit wants me to say to you right now, Cami, if you can walk in the light for yourself, walk a spiritual path for yourself that empowers you to be the light worker that you are, the good-natured, kind-hearted, compassionate, spiritual individual that you are. If you can walk that path, your children will be blessed. Blessed to walk that path with you. It's about making that a reality now, knowing who you are now. And you're going to be teaching them all of these things. So anchor your routine in now. Get that meditation prayer time in. Make sure that you're going to whatever appointments, scheduled meetings, etc., that you need to take care of, the classes, etc., what you got going on. Keep that step. And before you know it, you're going to have that life in your hands. And you're going to be the kind of mother that they need at that time, that is going to help them grow into the adults that they are becoming, regardless of what dad is or is not doing. You have this in your hands. And I want to say to you that this star card indicates that it will come true for you. It will come true for you. That hope of getting things smoothed out with the household and the kids. The star indicates that it's not an empty prayer. It's not up in the ethers. It is heard and it will be answered and it will be anchored down into your physical reality. So continue to take those steps that align you with that path and with that future. And so it is. Amen, girl. That is what I have for you. Whew. Thank you for letting me read for you. I'm going to disconnect from you. You guys are the best. And I still have a few people here. So guess what I'm going to do? I am going to go ahead and do a group pick a card message from the Talking to Heaven deck. If you would like a card and message from your past loved one in spirit, think of them in your heart of hearts. Say their name in your mind, in your heart, or out loud, and ask them which card is going to be for you from them. 1, 2, or 3. And I'm going to read them from the book because they know exactly what it says. So 1, 2, or 3, friends. This will be 1. Live or on replay, pick your card and message. This will be 2. Oop, and that's 3 right there. Can you see them? 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Pick your card, pick your message. 1, 2, or 3. Live or on replay. And again, thank you guys for sitting with me today. I do have, today is the last day to take advantage of my $50 30-minute private session deal. So if you're interested in that, my private session for 30 minutes, usually $65. But today's the last day. I've got a special going on, $50 for that 30-minute private session if you wanted to connect with me one-on-one. I also have tarot videos for order. Those links are in your description box. So I'm here for you guys if you need me. If you picked card number 1, your card is, I have a new understanding. Ironically, I understand life so much better now that I'm not physically alive. Of course, my soul, like yours and everyone else's, is very much alive. In fact, I've learned that nothing can harm our souls because they are God's handiwork. Oh, sure, our emotions and our psyches can get wounded, but those are still a part of the human ego, so they can be healed with the right understanding. Basically, I've learned to have complete compassion for myself, for everyone, and for the process of life. I wasted so much time judging myself and others, and I held back because of insecurities that had no foundation. Now I see that there's nothing to fear at all, because nothing bad can ever happen to you at a soul level. So please learn from my experiences. Live your life with gusto and joy. And I feel the past loved ones wanting to say, like, this is your one chance to do it up really big. So do all the things that you want to do all the things on your bucket list, and I'll be there with you as you experience those. Beautiful. And if you picked card number 2, your card and message, hold on. Well, where is it? It's here, I swear. Is, I always give you a kiss goodnight. I know that you still need me in your life, so I make my presence known in order to comfort you. I enlarge my energy so that you can clearly feel me standing next to you, and I move significant objects that remind you of our shared times together. When you are ready to go to sleep, I always visit with a loving kiss to tuck you safely into bed. My love for you has been elevated to its purest level, and I am now as close to being an angel as a human soul can be. So when I'm with you, please know that my intentions are solely to help and comfort you. Of course, I receive great happiness from sharing more time with you, but ultimately, my goodnight kisses are my way of bringing heavenly healing energy into your life. So if you were drawn to pick card number 2, acknowledge your past loved one as you go to sleep and see if you can notice where they're kissing you at. Is it on your face, your hand, your head? What do you notice? Pay attention and then notice your dream times. As you have connected to them prior to sleeping, they can most definitely reach you much more easily in your dreams. So pay attention to that as well, friends. Ooh, beautiful card. If you were drawn to pick card number 3, your card is, I send you loving signs through nature. Beautiful. Yes, that is me sending you signs of my love and my presence. I learned how to do this from the angels and from our other loved ones who are here with me in heaven. Together, we send you reminders that you are cared for, watched over, and protected by us. We've sent you birds, dragonflies, butterflies, flowers, clouds, and rainbows. Each time you notice these signs, your body has given you confirmation of who sent them to you. I'm so glad that you're trusting the signs and your body's signals. We are so connected, and that includes our connection through nature. I love you. Beautiful messages for all of us tonight, and happy Halloween to everybody. This has been quite a fun event, and I thank you guys so much for being here with me. I am not going to be live again until Friday, right here on my page and also on the Psychic Community America page. So be sure to keep your ear to the ground and check me out on the next one, friends. Until then, I send everybody much love, much blessings. Bye, guys. Good night.